It is the final day of round-robin play here in the Forest City, London, Ontario, as the Tim Hortons Brier continues on TSN. Championship weekend right around the corner, downtown London, Ontario. Budweiser Gardens, our feature. Quebec trying to make the playoffs. Wildcard 1, Bottcher trying to wrap up, if he can, top spot in his group. Lots still to be decided. Draw 16. Last night it was a great matchup. Two of the heavyweights, two of the favorites, Kevin Koe, Alberta, and Manitoba, Matt Dunstone.
And Kevin Koe, we really wondered if he had mismatched rocks at one point, Brian. They just weren't doing the same thing, and he was un-Koe-like in this attempt. This is a chance for two. Doesn't even get it into the forefoot, and that's another steal for Dunstone.
Dunstone himself, 2 bronze medals. He's gunning for gold, looking great, as Kevin Koe looking for his 5th championship overall. 9-5 the final there. What a day for Reed Carruthers. 2 wins. He beats Nunavut 8-4 in his second game of the day. Jones, New Brunswick, win number 1, 9-7. And Ontario, Mike McEwen, the home province, keeps rolling 10-6. So final day, round-robin play when it comes to pool play. Dunstone, Koe in. Horgan at 5-1, controlling his own destiny. Pool B, Bottcher still an outside chance to win top spot. Gushue, full day off yesterday at 5-1. He wants to win both today. And Mike McEwen at 5-2. It will be an exciting stretch to the finish. In the meantime, coming inside the building, as always, glad you're watching our coverage right here on TSN. Brian Mudryk, Kathy Gauthier, and we will begin with Brendan Bottcher. And this team is an all-star squad. If you add them all up, 12 Brier championships on this team. Mark Kennedy, one of the best to ever do it. But when you look at his numbers this week, Kathy, what are you seeing?
Well, I'm seeing Mark trying to become Brendan Bottcher, and he's just not. He wanted to help Brendan out by throwing the same as him, but you're never going to throw the same because he comes out of the left hack. So for Mark, last game, he put all of that aside, and he threw like Mark Kennedy, 94%. If he's back and they're already at the top, yike.
Quebec trying to make the playoffs at the Brier for the first time in 2014. They made the semifinal that year. And this year, it's a young gun skip and Felix Asselin. He's got all the tools. But what do you need to see out of him to see if he can qualify for the playoffs?
Better draw weight, more refined draw weight. It's not enough to hit the paint in this event. You have to be precise. Yesterday, we heard Gauthier say, we need to make him draw, we need to make him draw. They did, and they barely got it to the top 8, and not without a lot of help.
And that was your son, that Gauthier, who's representing BC. You remember Martin Cret, he had to come out and help sweep it in. They just got it in that extra end. So Quebec trying to make the playoffs. Brendan Bottcher trying to roll on and capture his 2nd title all time. We're all set for an exciting Thursday. First rock next.
The 2023 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by Tim Hortons, proudly serving Canada's favorite coffee. By PointsBet Canada, the official sportsbook of Curling Canada. By Home Hardware, here's how. And by Scotties Facial Tissue, unleash the Scotties.
It's the full day and final day of round-robin play here at the Tim Hortons Brier, as 6 will move on. And what do you have your eye on this morning here, Kathy?
Well, there's lots to look at this morning. Of course, Northwest Territories Kevin, or rather the younger Koe, will take on Saskatchewan's Kelly Knapp in some really big games that matter. Nova Scotia's Manuel, boy, I'm stumbling through this morning, is taking on Northern Ontario's Horgan, and that is a game that means a lot to both teams. And finally, Gushue, looking to continue his role, takes on Sturmey, who is not out of this picture yet, but needs a really big win.
As Gushue still a chance, obviously, to take top spot in the group, has to win a pair and keep on rolling. It's time to meet the teams, brought to you by Home Hardware. Here's how, and we'll start with Team Quebec. Felix Asselin, Martin Kretz, Emile Asselin, and Jean-Francois Trepanier. And team wildcard number 1 out of the Glencoe Club in Calgary, Brendan Bottcher, Mark Kennedy, Brett Gallant, and Ben Hebert. Rock Colors this morning, wildcard 1 throwing the Yellowstones. It'll be Team Quebec, the Redstones Quebec, winning the draw to the button. So to kick things off, it'll be 4-time Brier champion Ben Hebert. He has the top numbers amongst leads. Brett Gallant, outstanding week. He's first amongst leads. Brendan Bottcher, 4th amongst the 4th Rock throwers. And one of the storylines, Mark Kennedy coming off a wonderful performance. You know, Mark, as the temperature heats up, a guy like Mark Kennedy is going to heat up as well. It's just in his DNA.
Wait straight, guys.
It is, and you know what, one of the interesting things that we talked about in the opening that we're going to talk about all morning is Quebec's draw weight. Well, you'd say, isn't that awesome? They won the draw to the button, but Felix was not one of the 2 throwers that did participate in that, and so that is something that we will be watching for.
Jean-Francois Trepanier in his 3rd Brier appearance. We saw him 3 times.
That's good.
With Michael Fournier.
Yep. Go, Mike. Yep.
Was in Lethbridge last year. 4-4 record for Quebec.
Go.
All right, Scott, go. Come on.
Go, pass.
Hard.
Go, Mike. Go.
And a little rub.
Okay.
And that'll bite top 12.
C'est plus là, ce côté-là?
Well, if you weren't with us yesterday, the night before, head ice technician Greg Owasco sharpened the stones, and that is to give them more curl, to have more finish. They start to wear down a little bit as the week goes on, and Greg wanted to do it early enough that they wouldn't have to do it for the weekend. But what that has meant is that they're a little bit sharper, they curl a little bit harder. Yesterday, we saw a lot of ticking on guards, just like we did there, Brian, just because as the weight comes off, they finish very hard.
Hard. Get it going.
Very good.
Great shot, Ben. Attaboy. Pistol.
Good, Ben. T'as vois-tu?
Une petite demi.
Au pire, on touche, on a le droit.
Ouais. Yeah.
Just hack. Hack.
Has to be careful of weight. He can touch that stone and move it that belongs to the Bottcher team because it is not touching the center line. He just can't move it out of play.
So a few lefties on the ice this morning. Mark Kennedy and Jean-Francois Trepanier.
Good.
They'll remove Ben Hebert's stone.
And that will actually help both skips. You've got 2 people throwing just a little different releases, just a different way.
Wait, speed's good here. Yeah. Love the weight. Clean.
4 Brier championships for Brett Gallant. That outstanding run for years with Brad Gushu.
Clean. Yep. Hard. Whoa. Curl.
Mark, go.
Good scrub, guys. Very good.
Attaboy.
Very good.
What?
Même weight.
Sure.
Just hack.
Good act.
No.
And for Emile, his
No.
second Brier appearance, played in Kingston 2020 for Alec Bedard.
Jeff. Hard, Jeff. Hard. Whoa, Mark.
And the shooter will hang on and enough to spill it out. Kathy, let's begin with our keys to the game.
Well, for Brendan Bottcher and his team, we've already talked a little bit about it. It is Mark. He is such a force when he is playing well, and we're expecting to see that today after his last one. And forcing the draw game, knowing that your opponent has been struggling with precision, with draw weight, make him make a tough one early.
Weight's nice, little heavy.
Clean.
Weight's good. I don't think we're
Clean.
Weight's good.
Clean. Whoa. Curl.
Easy.
Curl. Curl, Mark. You got it. Go.
Roll it, Benny. Roll it.
Good scrub.
Good throw.
And for the team from Quebec, for Felix, he is such a good hitter. And so tight guards means that you can run those back, stick them, and really force your opponent to make some tough shots. And finding that forefoot, it is precision, precision for draw weight today. Should be a goal for Quebec.
Keys to the game brought to you by Sponge Towels. Absorb life, all of it.
That's pas Jeff, t'auras pas le choix. Jeff! Jeff! Oh, Mark! Jeff! Roule Mark! Away. Roule!
Shot.
Well, this outturn path really getting worn down.
Protéger large un peu. Je l'ai juste protégé.
A good idea from yours, Brett.
Yeah, I just thought mine was on the line, buddy.
Okay. Give you the right weight.
Yeah.
And that is something that you will not see very often. 12th amongst thirds.
Clean! Easy! Clean!
Weight's good.
Clean!
Three-time Brier champion, Olympic gold medalist for Canada in Vancouver with Ben Hebert, John Morris, Kevin Martin.
Yep.
And they get the roll finally.
Good scrub.
That'll settle. Pops to the other side, back 8.
Ça va gratter un peu comme le coin du 4 au bord là, qu'on a fait tantôt. Là.
J'ai l'impression moi aussi.
Ça
Carouette,
sent la
tu veux
fille des trous,
lancer? Bob?
Sure. Fait que vous voulez board up?
Ouais.
Dizzy. Tu vas là. Board up!
OK.
And because of that being behind the tee line, Quebec is not interested in rolling behind, would like to stay out in the wings and force
board.
Brendan Bottcher
Board! Really hard! Hard, Jeff. Really hard!
to chase in the wings.
Hot Jeff!
Martin
Right
Brett
up, buddy. Right up. Hard! Good.
trying to hold the line, and a nose hit for Brett, his
speed,
10th
Mark.
Brier appearance. He was part of the team in Kamloops back in 2014 when Quebec made it all the way to the semifinal with Jean-Michel Menard.
No, they just cooked that. I think it's going to be 11 and a half.
He just peppered it.
Okay. Were you going to say anything else?
Yeah, I was just going to say, I think he just peppered it. I think this will run nice.
Okay. 11 and a half.
And that just adds to your point,
Clean.
Kathy. He has
Clean.
been such a consistent
Yeah.
player over the years.
Whoa.
Little heavy.
Clean.
Not only a great thrower, great
Clean.
teammate.
Curl.
Well, in such a huge stretch of years, very few games under the 80s.
Okay.
Fuck. Okay.
I think that was just following them.
Yeah. Mike, same. Yeah.
Le même weight.
Sure.
Yeah.
Set board.
Board up.
Good board.
And you could hear the frustration for Mark. There's nothing wrong with the hit and stick except that you don't have last rock and you're trying to force your opponent or steal. So he had the opportunity to roll behind and just was not able to.
Whoa, Emil. Yep.
Hard, Emil.
Hard. Hard. Good.
Nicely done.
Jeff, good.
I think. Do you like that?
Yep. Wait.
Skip Stone's here in one, and Brendan Bottcher.
Easy.
So strong out of Alberta for years. Finally broke through to represent the province, and then 4 consecutive
Easy, Bob.
Brier finals. And the 4th time was the charm in the Calgary bubble,
got
winning
it.
his first Brier championship.
You like that, Broom?
I do.
It's good.
Weight's good.
This team losing the Alberta Provincial Final this year to Kevin Cooey and his new look team.
Clean. Curl. Clean. Roll. Go.
Brendan Bottcher.
Go.
And there's the
job,
roll
Botch.
they were looking for, just not quite enough there. Back 4, you can still see about half a stone or so.
Yeah, good scrub.
Great throw, Bob.
Great weight, Botch.
Makes it a little bit more challenging, though.
Oh, mon
Oui, oui.
bien curlé.
C'est la première qui va passer vraiment au
À
centre.
l'intérieur, oui.
Ah, il est là-bas, hein?
Ouais.
I don't know if Felix left his broom at the other end.
C'était Matthew.
OK, roulez ici.
Tu peux hack weight? Oui. Let's go, kid. Oui. Tu sais, toi, tu peux la rouler, là. Ouais, c'est sûr, je la roule.
Little homemade stabilizer there, part of his
Hack weight.
sliding apparatus to help him get out.
C'est de rester.
I notice his brother throws with the same one or same kind.
Je pense que le speed il va être correct.
Ouais, on a
je pense
passé
que
le coupe de shot, on est correct.
Ouais, mais là, on n'est pas passé. Mais je pense qu'il est quand même correct.
Oui.
So just nice, easy weight.
We saw Felix 4 times at the Canadian Juniors. His best year was 2015 Quarterbrook, an 8-4 record
Good act!
for Team Quebec.
Yep, Emile. Whoa! Whoa! Jeff! Whoa! Whoa! Emile!
So on and off.
Okay, good
I
shot.
know they're close when they're doing that for curl and then straight.
job.
And makes the hit.
Really nice controlled weight.
Good shot.
Oui.
They wanted to roll away just a little bit further.
Same as Mark through.
Board.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So needs the perfect roll here to try and force Quebec.
Well, really important that roll, because don't forget that stone biting the top is the second scoring point right now for Quebec.
Weight's good. Little big.
Whoa! Clean! Yep!
Board.
Two of the strongest sweepers in the game at his disposal in Hebert and Gallant.
Hard, Ben! Hard! Hard!
Trying to hold it, don't want to roll too far, and it will poke out the other side. So great chance and a good first end here for Quebec. They win the draw to the button, they get the hammer,
Good try, Bottcher.
and a chance to convert here and score 2 and 1.
Just struggling with where to put the broom to get that roll. They took a little bit more and it ran straight, take a little less and it over curls.
Hack plus l'autre.
OK.
Martin, il l'a lancé là, au début du bout. Émile l'a lancé, moi je l'ai lancé.
Ouais.
Big opportunity here in one.
Board. Yep.
Clean.
Yep.
Yep.
Final stone.
Emile.
Whoa.
Felix Asselin.
Whoa! Whoa!
Clean. Clean.
Clean.
Clean.
Clean it. Just clean. Good.
Nice quiet weight,
Good
the
shot,
out-turn tap, and he is right on the money. C'est bon. Great shot to start us off on this Thursday morning in our feature. It is 2-0 Quebec over Wild Card 1. Bottcher. Welcome back to London, Ontario. Thursday morning. Glad you're making us a part of your morning across Canada, wherever you're watching. The Tim Hortons Brier and Kathy, a great start for Team Quebec. You're taking on one of the favorites, and Brendan Bottcher, Wild Card 1 out of Alberta. You win, draw to the button, and you convert early with a 2-0 lead.
Well, that is really significant for Quebec. When you look at the difference between these two teams, that is one of the things that stands out to you, the ability to score multiple points when you have last rock.
Line's good. Lock it on now. Hard, Brett.
Go ahead.
Hard, Brett.
Go ahead. Get it in there.
Good sweep, guys.
Very good.
Good sweep. Good job, boys.
Good shot.
And here's what I mean by that. When you look at the ability of these teams to score 2 or more with hammer, 48% of the time, almost half, Brendan Bottcher has been able to do that. Not so Quebec, only 21. And look at the difference in rankings of the ability to do that. So for Quebec to come out here in the first end and say, I'm going to do this more than you today, is a really strong message.
Ouais, juste la ligne.
Ça va,
Oh, laisse la travailler, Jeff.
ouais, t'es bon. La ligne. Non, pas de ligne.
Calme-nous la ligne.
OK, ici, là. On
C'est là qu'on la veut. On s'en va là.
That's good. Good shot.
Good shot.
And so now an end of
Freeze
angles.
that one.
No, a little hack later.
Yeah. Oh, okay, sure.
Board.
Wow.
11 and a half, Botch.
I just think of Sam Mitchell when he coached the Raptors. 0, 0, 0,
Wait, might
0.
throw this,
There you go. Blanks across the board.
On the line.
Love it. Love the weight.
Clean.
Weight's good.
Clean.
Clean.
Clean. Yeah.
Whoa.
Clean.
Whoa.
Clean.
Little extra.
Clean.
Trying to catch
Curl
enough
it up,
of his
clean.
own to remove the
Curl.
Quebec stone
Yeah.
and roll
Yeah.
to split the house.
Oh, that is a precision shot, and that is lovely.
Very good, Brett.
Brett Gallant.
Beauty.
Good call, Botch.
Thanks.
Good spot. Good shot. Gonna run much better than that.
Yeah.
I loved him earlier this week. He made that incredible cleaning up the front,
Oh,
got
yes.
his rock spitting in, put that on the highlight reel. It was
And we
great.
did.
I love it. We did.
Good
It's
boy.
been on the highlight
Whoa.
reel all week.
Whoa.
It's an awesome
Whoa.
shot.
Good boy.
Push. Martin. Mark. No, Jeff. Mark.
Hard.
Okay.
Okay, good shot. Good
All
shot.
right. Elle avait l'air de commencer à...
Pretty good.
As well.
You
like it.
can't get third shot.
You might be
I
able
still
to,
don't
Botch.
mind it.
If you show an inch, you are.
Boys, we just got to be careful about the run double and teeing that up for him.
Top 8 depth.
Yep.
Okay, let's make it.
Well, trying to use the guard, but you
Wing
heard
speed,
Ben
wing
from the
speed's
hack
pretty
say
good,
you
right?
have to be careful
Get her buried,
about
guys.
the run double. This is something that they know about Felix. He's not afraid of making those up weight shots, and he's very good at it.
I got max.
Line's good.
T-line.
Bit of room early.
Clean.
Line
Clean
only.
it, guys.
Bit of room.
Yeah, a little bit of room.
We're good for
T-line. Try to get it
Got a
working
curl.
a little, Benny.
Got a curl.
Where are you?
Got a curl.
T-line. Line's nice now.
That's fine. Just curl. 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 Back here is good.
Easy. Not too deep.
Stay third. Stay third. Go. Yep.
Yeah.
Good there. Good there.
Very good. That'll play.
Swap, Brett.
Oh,
Just a little too far, I think.
Sorry, Brett.
That's fine,
Yeah.
Brett.
Just trying to keep it third shot.
yeah. It just needed to be T-line would have been good.
Yeah.
Wait.
Well, that was the battle between, do we sweep it to make it curl so that it's tucked under?
Easy.
And
Shane, mais si tu
brought
roules
it
là,
back a
ici,
little bit too deep.
5e shot. Si tu fais le petit roll, le freeze va être top.
OK. Je sac. OK.
Et si tu roules une roche et demie ou deux.
Back weight.
Yeah. Lui, elle a pas curlé beaucoup.
Speed's good there. Ouais.
Ouais.
Pas une 14. Yep.
tapping it back will give you fifth shot is what he shared with Martin, trying to tap this stone out, and Felix, you can see, is just going to save that runner
Whoa, whoa.
That's push.
for
Back,
later on.
push. Whoa, back, whoa.
Yep.
Whoa, yep.
Yep. Whoa.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa, whoa,
Whoa.
yep, yep.
Yep, yep, yep.
Whoa. Whoa. Whoa, yep, yep, yep. Good.
Nice, quiet weight shots in the first two ends from both sides
Come
thus
on.
far.
Well, it speaks to the quality of the ice, Muddy, when you can have the confidence to take extra broom and throw it with that quiet weight and know that the finish will be there.
Speed's good here.
Yeah.
You want to roll a little bit here, Kathy? Nose hit. Where do you want to go here with Mark?
You can roll a little bit for sure.
Clean, yep. Yep, hard bend. Hard bend. Gotta go. Gotta go.
Just don't want to get into an exchange of stones with Quebec.
Keep going, keep going, keep going. You're good there. You're good. You're good.
Good shot.
Spot,
Very
Mark.
good.
Good throw, Mark.
Good sweep shot.
The rate was pretty nice.
Minimum, close.
Very
Oh, you're
close.
really close.
Yeah.
Botch. Wave was close.
Yeah, weight was good. 11-2.
Oh, great job.
Yeah.
And pull, Mark.
Just continuing to share information.
peu plus.
Oui.
Pas
Patient,
plus!
patient, patient,
Same
patient,
way!
patient.
Okay,
Patient,
close.
Jeff. Forward,
Same
Jeff.
way! Hey! Yep!
Yep.
Hack!
Yes!
Yes! All right, Jeff. Really gotta go.
Hard!
All right,
Look at
Jeff.
this
really
one.
gotta go.
Really moving. You wonder, is that the release or maybe a bit of a cutter?
I wonder, there was a pivot point that it almost started to
Okay, Mark.
really move.
OK, c'était plus fort en partant.
Oui. Ça a fini moins fort.
Ah, fini moins fort.
Je comprends. Je vois ça. Oui, Pat.
Just a little less weight.
Sorry.
OK.
He's hitting it, I think, anyways, guys.
OK. Well, you know,
Longer roll, the better for him.
No, nose are rolling.
Let's make the shot, though.
Yeah.
10.5 out here is good.
Yeah, I like that, Mark.
Like that, Bretsky?
Yeah. So run through, Mark.
OK.
I love they got the nicknames worked out already.
There's a little bit of a mutual admiration society in the back end. Mark feels like he's learning so much from Brendan, and Brendan just feels so elated to have Mark as part of the team.
Hard! Hard!
No. Good.
So that'll roll back 4.
Come, Mark.
It's good.
I mean, any nickname Gretzky
not-
that rhymes with
not
Gretzky,
right.
that's a
Yeah.
pretty good one.
I
mean,
would've
there's
said
some pretty bad
attention.
nicknames
Okay.
out there.
Yeah,
so.
girls
Really
good.
close.
Muddy?
Good weight.
Je pense qu'aussi.
You know, that's been around so long, I don't even flinch. That might as well be my first name.
In the man.
Yeah, should be good.
Bumper? Yeah, bumper. On va essayer de rouler. Roule, on peut être shot.
OK.
Commencez par enlever une jaune. Hein? Commencez par enlever la jaune.
We're shot over that back one now, so it's a little scary for him to ever take a run at that run back. Right?
Oh, for sure. For sure. Yeah, that's why I just wanted to keep it over here, second shot.
No.
On bump?
Ferme!
Non.
Oh!
Attends, Jeff. Attends, Jeff.
Jeff!
Jeff!
Jeff! OK, on est fini.
Jeff!
Yep, yep, yep.
Sorry, Mark.
They kind of quit on that. I don't know if that just jumped or picked or from the hog line in. They seemed pretty happy with it. It just took off.
Well, Felix has a very different release. And so sometimes it's hard to read. Watch as he lets go. He sets it out in almost that thrusting motion. And so the automatic line that rock will run will be outside the target before it catches the swoop in. So the tendency sometimes is to wait a little bit too long to call it. And with sharply just new stones and with the curl in this ice, I think that's what caught
He's going to
them.
come down to it. Yeah,
we draw
and then
for
we
two.
draw for 2. I sure would love him to try something here
Yeah.
if he wants.
Not a bad play. We hit this one.
All right, critical updates, Kathy, all morning
I
long.
don't have
Nova
to whip
Scotia,
this, eh?
Matt Manuel, 3-3 record.
yeah,
Tanner
almost
Horgan,
nose, yeah.
5-1 coming in.
Well, the nose hit on that red one that's in front of the broom is probably not going to give Tanner the multiple shot points that he wants. So I think trying to catch the top one really thin, make the double, and count 4.
That's better.
As we saw yesterday, this young man can throw all sorts of rocket weight. Tanner Horgan, his final stone on the way. And just smashes the nose hit. And it looks like, what is that, 2?
Just 2.
2.
Well, you needed big weight, but you didn't need that much weight on that shot. Doesn't give it a chance to move at all.
Good deuce.
A bit.
Clean, yep.
Clean.
Clean, just clean. Just clean, just clean.
Nice watch.
Good sweep, guys.
So the yellow's
10.5?
piling up here
11.5.
Attaboy,
me
for
ask
boss.
wild card 1
Good watch, good.
as they lie
Yeah,
first,
good.
third, and fourth.
Well, nicely done. They were hoping that Felix would take on that run back because
Nice.
if it's not made,
Very nice.
4 would be
A little
potential.
heavy.
C'est peut-être un peu plus.
Qu'est-ce que tu veux tirer, hack ou bump?
Hack, puis je prends un petit peu plus.
Well, this is a really smart call, in my opinion, by Felix. You could
No,
play
hack.
the draw, but he did
Hack.
not participate in that draw to the button.
On donne un drop pour 2.
And so you play the nose on the back stone and you let your opponent draw for 2.
Restez proche. Yep. Hack. Yep. Just hack. Yep. Whoa, whoa.
Oh!
Hack.
Oh! Bon hack! Oh! Clean!
Clean.
Clean! Just clean. Clean it. Chop.
So a nice shot there. So just
Check
what?
it.
Not worth the risk, that run back, Kathy, in your opinion?
No, I think that for Team Bottcher, they were really hoping that he would take it on, but if you miss
Good
it,
stuff,
there
Skip.
was a chance for
Hold on,
multiple
Stacey.
points. And so a very smart call by Quebec. If you were confident with your draw weight,
Run the button,
you could
Botch.
play the come around.
And as you see the house, Bottcher needs, I love it up here, it's easy from the broadcast booth. He just needs full 8, but you know, you're at the Brier, you need to win. That's why you sign up to be the skip. You need shots like this. His final stone into internally off, full 8, pick up your pair.
Got good line here.
Line's good, guys. Line's good.
Line's good.
Good top button. We're good. You're good. Back 4.
Okay, you got button line.
Button. Line's good.
Yep.
And
14-8.
these two will work to put it right on the button so that Brendan has the confidence if he has to make a precise shot to the button that he knows draw weight. And he sure does.
That is a great sign for the skipper. Wild card 1, Brendan Bottcher.
Yeah, good.
Very good. As both teams successful with hammer thus far here in our feature.
Whoa, whoa.
It's going to have to be marked. It's going to have to be marked. Come on,
Great hammer efficiency thus far in our feature game. Quebec, 2 with hammer in the first. Wildcard 1 Bottcher, 2 right back in the second with
Good sweep.
play underway here in the third. Our final day of round robin play here at the Tim Hortons Brier.
Yeah. 4. Top 4.
Yeah.
And well played by both teams so far.
Emile.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
On va y aller, elle. Patient.
On est où?
Good
Emile!
way. Top 4.
Yeah!
Tu peux y aller.
Yeah!
Tu peux y aller. Good way.
Ah!
Go, get hard.
Good line, good line. Whoa, whoa,
Go,
whoa,
go, go. Up. T-line,
Là,
T-line.
là.
On est T-line. Line back.
Ah, petit line. Good.
And how
Jim.
good is that?
That's a peach.
Locked right on. Nice draw weight from Jean-Francois
We can come
Trepanier.
this way, too.
Okay. I think so. Play the side we know.
Top 4, boys.
Yeah.
Well, Team Canada, a single. If Brad Gushue wins out today, wins both games, he'll claim top spot in his pool. And Saskatchewan, a 1-0 advantage over the Northwest Territories. As Jamie Cooey will wrap up his round robin against brother Kevin and Team Alberta, which is always a special one for the Cooey family.
Top 8. You got it, sweet, Mark.
But one they don't enjoy.
Hard line.
Because when you're taking on your brother, you just
Freeze the top, freeze the top.
you want the best for each other, and nobody gets any personal satisfaction out of beating each other, and so it becomes a game of just pure curling for Kevin Cooey. Of course, that game means a lot.
His weight's perfect.
Yeah.
His weight's good.
And for Jamie, there's pride.
Oh, good weight, Brett.
Well, the weight was close,
Try to
but
roll
with
on
that
that.
tick off,
Ouais.
it's still
Ouais,
a
le nez,
J'ai
comme
pas
il dit.
ça.
very tough position for Quebec. Can't leave it there.
Regarde ça. Je veux juste pas faire un stagger.
Ouais, le nez. Yeah, yeah, c'est ça. C'est ce que j'ai peur du stagger.
Nose.
Yeah, peut noser. Yeah.
I think nose. On va
Yeah, nose
essayer
good.
de pas pogner ça. Just Bob. Bon?
Bumper.
You really want to stay there
Finish.
because
Finish.
if you give Team Bottcher another opportunity to freeze in that pocket, they will. And then with last rock, you're going to be hard-pressed to score, never mind score 2.
Whoa.
So trying to remove and create a little bit
Whoa,
of a red wall.
Mark. Mark. Yeah. Whoa, 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 whoa. Tossez à la place.
Pretty good.
Good.
That's good.
Hey.
Good shot. Ça fait.
A little low.
Out turn.
Yeah.
Run back double.
Let's go, Brett. Get on the line, bud.
Too many reds building up for Brendan's comfort. Plus, his stone is behind the Quebec stone, so any play on it, and it is gone.
Clean.
Whoa.
Whoa.
One. Clean.
Clean. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Brett Gallant. Oh, picks them both. Lovely shot.
Benny, hard.
Very nice.
Good shot. Oh, beauty.
Yeah, it's good.
Very good shot.
Wing. Dans wing, kid. Même si t'as mis T-line, elle est bonne.
Pretty incredible. Ben Hebert, Brett Gallant
Yeah.
chasing after their fifth
Regarde, toi, Marc.
Brier championship. Kevin Cooley, the
Il
same.
va lancer le double.
Number of the players
On va l'autre bord. Let's go.
in this field, just outstanding resumes. If you look overall, you got Gallant, Gushu, Hebert, Cooley, Nichols, Walker, all with the 4 titles. Randy Furby, the greatest of all time, with his 6.
Well, you talked about it yesterday, Brian, the number of games that Ben Hebert was playing yesterday and Brett Gallant, and I think about how many rookies in this field are absolutely thrilled to get through 8 games this week, and they are over 100. Just tremendous.
Yeah, Gallant hitting 100 yesterday, and Benny hitting 175 and counting for both now, obviously.
Stunning. And what that says for a guy like Ben is that when he's come here, he's not played the round robin and gone home. He's advanced, he's been a part of a team, he has helped a team to succeed at the very highest level.
Well, in the conversation for, you know, one of the greatest leads of all time. I mean, you look at the Olympic medal, which is really now the carrot for a lot of these athletes that chasing that Olympic dream, that gold medal.
Well, his shot making, his brushing have made so many shots for so many skips that he's played with over the years.
Clean. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Big roll. Big roll.
That's good.
Okay, good shot. Good shot, Mark.
Good.
You know, we talk about Ben, when you curl and, you know, you get the notoriety that these curlers get as they're rock stars at this event. You got to play a pro-am with Freddie Couples this summer.
Oh, wow.
In Calgary. And Ben was, as we all are, a lot of golf nerds, including yours truly up here. I know yourself, you love the game. And
yep.
Yeah, I said that was a really cool experience.
Board up.
Reste proche. Clean.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Yes. Hard, Emile.
Hard. Hard.
Emile.
Boy, that one's really curling. Lucky to just get a piece.
Well, that's twice now for Martin Crête that we have wondered about a stone. It's either a soft release this morning.
La main que tantôt, comme ça.
He's verifying because he's as confused as we are.
J'étais serré? Non?
Plus de glace de bord, là, mais.
Well, the storyline, Kathy, you know, we'll continue to watch because you're dead on.
You hear Felix saying more ice, so maybe you need more ice, but maybe he gave it more ice, but it's something to watch because we watched Kevin Cooley last night a couple of times throw a rock that we thought, boy, that is moving way more than it should.
Not to put you on the spot, was different sheets last night?
It was
okay.
on Delta last night.
Clean, curl,
Almost
curl,
everyone.
curl. Hard bend, hard.
Go!
Oh, just locked on, and that's what they were so concerned with, keeping that line, keeping that angle, and look at that, locked right on the face.
That's a shot.
Awesome.
That is
That's a shot.
beautiful. That is very hard to do.
Not bad.
Not bad, no. Good one on your first. I was playing that to finish up for you, and it didn't.
I like it.
Come back, hey, back line.
Le speed va être bon, là, pareil.
Ouais.
J'ai joué là au début. Les 4-10 pour moi.
So just trying to tap this stone a little bit. There's not a chance that he's worried about removing the Bottcher stone, but he's trying to unlock them, give himself a chance to have 2 stones in the house.
Patient, back line. Patient.
And also right now, with that scoring zone being so small, it's so difficult for Quebec.
Push. Whoa.
Yeah.
Good weight. Whoa. Whoa. Jeff. Yeah. Jeff.
So just trying to unlock it, and they will.
OK.
OK, Mike.
Just a little less weight than he was looking for. Was hoping to create a little bit more space than that.
Tu larges un peu? C'était le weight pas mal, tu voulais?
Ah ouais, non. Ça a juste pas curlé assez, Marc.
Ouais. Je comprends pas ma première.
Mais c'est-tu la même que t'as lancé comme ça tantôt puis t'as comme quasiment flashé aussi?
Tu peux la carver tant que tu veux. Vous l'avez fait en allant à l'autre.
Ouais, on n'avait pas assez de balais.
On n'avait pas assez de balais.
Non, je suis d'accord avec pas assez de balais.
Okay, so not convinced.
C'est peut-être pas la même rush.
It's the Rock. Just talking about throws and releases, and that's maybe why.
To do it is to throw firm and hit half, and try and stick this one way over here somewhere.
Sounds good.
But I'll
8.5-ish. Or are you thinking a little firmer than that?
I think I'd prefer to throw peel and just get rid of them.
Okay, that sounds good.
Okay.
So right here.
Yeah, I like
Still
that.
trying to hit 2/3.
Okay.
2/3, yeah.
Just trying to get 2/3 of that stone. Get rid of both yellow. Mark was
It's a little tricky. I think we got to make them both disappear more than we really have to stick both yellows.
There you go.
2/3 with peel.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I like that, Botch.
Out turn, right, Botch?
Yeah.
This goes this way, this goes this way. You probably lose your shooter because you're throwing a lot of weight, but at this point, it is about getting rid of both reds.
Yep. Gotta go hard. Gotta back it way up. Let's go. Back it up.
Gotta go, Brad.
This is not great.
Gotta hit it thinner.
Whoa. Sit.
And is that second shot stone, or is Quebec
I
second
think
shot?
Quebec
Hey,
is.
not a bad lead.
So, Kathy, give us strategy 101. I mean, I get why you want to remove the red stones. Would you ever think about coming in, freezing in there because of where your yellow was, or was that always the call?
No, it was always the call to make them. And for Brendan, I think he just got tight out of his hand. He had to catch that stone thinner.
Interesting, anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bump?
Like it. Touch more, maybe?
OK, yeah.
Juste pour dire.
And so I think you and I have decided that it is red that is second shot. And so looking for a nose hit to lie 2.
Il va faire le prochain double, puis on aura pas le choix de prendre un, là, mais...
Puis si on roule d'une rush ou deux à droite, on est-tu moins d'être 1-2 puis pas y donner le double?
Tu vas donner le double, c'est 2 rouges à la place. Check-les, là. Je roule, mettons, back bouton, là.
Ouais.
Il est
Hey,
fondé d'un côté de l'autre.
au moins, si on roule,
Là, je vais essayer...
Update time. The other wildcard team from
sweet
Alberta,
serve.
Wildcard 3, Karsten Sturmey, St. Albert
like
Curling
that
Club taking
14
on the
and a
defending
half.
champ, Brad Gushu, Team Canada.
Well, it is time for Karsten to find draw weight if he doesn't have it. Looking for only 8 foot, but it is against the 3.
Karsten playing the out-turn draw. Back to our feature.
I gave it a decent amount, guys.
Felix Asselin playing the tap on the yellow.
good.
Back 4.
Looks good. Clean it. Clean it if you can, no? Okay. Oh, off.
And a little roll, so it will be
Shot.
Quebec line 2 in our feature. And Sturmey, the draw has to hang on. And it does. It'll settle in time. Back 8 for a single. And a 1-1 tie in sheet D.
Nice, good judge. That's good. Nice.
Good judge, fellas.
So taking on the double.
Might be the end. He might
Half rock.
I think so.
Hit this stone there. This goes
Good enough.
out this
I'll
way.
turn half rock.
Yep.
And it
I
goes
like
across the top.
Where
This
were
will
you
be
throwing,
a
Botch?
lot
I'm
of
seeing
weight.
The spot is fairly straight based on the draws.
Yeah, me too.
But you just get this on the line.
So
rock,
imagine the double, the yellow to the red. As long as you hit that third that is needed to get the crosshouse double, you're going to catch the stone right behind it.
Hard. Clean.
His final stone, Brendan Bottcher,
Hard. Come on, back it up.
trying to bring the noise.
Go!
Get them both. Yellow, red, clip the red. You got to spill it enough, though. And will
I
not.
couldn't hear you early.
Oh, okay.
So the draw for 2 for Team
Okay,
Quebec.
Bosch.
Running like it's probably there.
Shoot. Okay. That's right.
And frustration on both
OK, on
of
parle pas
his.
pour le weight. On a-tu commencé à en gagner?
Non. Non, c'est le même clock que le premier bout ou deuxième bout quand on a passé 2-3 rushs.
OK. Fait que shoot out?
Oui. Oui.
So draw weight. It's the first time he's had the opportunity to draw. He obviously did in the pregame practice, but he did not for the draw to the button. So this is the first draw for Felix. And it's a nice draw opportunity because he needs just a quarter of his stone or half of his stone in the house in order to score the 2.
Come on, guys. Push it hard.
I think it looks fine, but the front end just making sure.
Chuck in.
Very nice. Who said hammer efficiency is hard, Kathy? They're making it look easy here. Sports 2 Quebec.
Make a lot of noise.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, look at him go. Look at him go. Look at him go. And away it goes.
Whoa! Curl!
Curl, come across. Got it. You're not going over the top at all. What a combination has he got? Watch out. Oh, look out. He moves it enough to pick up 3.
Wonderful shot.
Matt Manuel. Run the yellow. Clips him. What a shot. Oh, a young man is fired up, and why not?
Hard, EJ! Hard!
Mark Nichols, all 3 yellow moving. Vintage Nichols. What a beauty.
Hard!
Good save with it, Hebert. Here we go. Bang, bang. Move it. And away they go.
Expecting more great shots as we approach the weekend. Updated look at the standings. If you're just joining us, Pool A, Dunstone, what a week so far. Cooey, they've qualified. Horgan on the ice this morning. Great chance to improve his chances. Top 3. Bottcher, big game for him. Gushu's got 2 games today. He wins both. He can take top spot in the group. Mike McEwen, Ontario, Quebec at 4-2. I mean, that is why it's such a critical final day. See Sturmey, wildcard 3 at 3-3. So lots to be decided. Final day, round robin play. And there you see an important game for Nova Scotia and Northern Ontario. They're locked in a 2-2 tie. Hammer and Ford to Team Horgan, and trading some singles there. Canada wildcard 3.
And for all of those teams that you showed that are close on the board, Muddy, the thing that strikes me is that all of those teams have their fate in their own hand. They win, they're in contention. They're not sitting back looking at sheet B needing something to happen. And the same with Felix. If he can win, that puts pressure on Mike McEwen to win if he wants to keep pace.
Back to our feature, Ben Hebert, hard on the brush, try avoid that red. That's a good sweep.
Good scrub. Great sweep. Okay.
Saving one there for Brett Gallant.
A little lighter. Pardon? A little lighter. Yeah, 11-7. Yeah.
So there you go. They've been trading deuces since the first end. Quebec started with Hammer. Wildcard answering, and then Felix Asselin in a 4-2 lead. So here in 4, wildcard 1, Brendan Bottcher with Hammer once again throwing the yellow rocks.
And so much for my story about Quebec having such a difficult time scoring 2 points. They have been able to make good use of that hammer.
No. Patient. Martin, on n'a pas le choix.
Well, they're trying to get Martin to move this.
Go, Mark! Okay.
So a chance to use that corner guard. And down by Bottcher.
Okay, boys, top 8, top 4.
Top 8 depth. We'll judge it for you
Well,
good here.
difficult shots, but Brendan Bottcher really went 0 for 2 at the plate in the last end. 2 doubles that are relatively easy. If he had hit the rock in the right spot, was clearly disappointed in both of those.
Easy. Line's great, though.
Top 4, T-line.
Line should be great.
Line's good.
Clean it. Play the weight.
Line's
T-line.
good.
Line's perfect.
Easy.
Top 4, T-line.
Easy.
Weight's good. Top 4.
Easy.
An inch of room, but it's good.
Curl a little.
Play the weight, guys.
Gotta
Top
curl
4,
a
line's
little.
T-line.
T-line.
Whoa, wait, Ben. Too deep.
We lost? Yep. We're lost.
Very nice team shot.
Good. Good.
It's been heavy.
Just trying not to go deep for that sucker. Yeah. Good job.
On l'essaye-tu pareil?
Peux-tu l'essayer?
Just through?
Just
Can wait.
back line.
Speed's good.
Qu'est-ce que tu penses de ça?
He could corner freeze onto that stone, but feels that there will be enough finish. Now, we do not know if this is the same rock in the same order that Martin has thrown them, but you heard Pierre Charette saying just a little bit inside out. Not convinced that the rock was bad. More the path that Martin's been throwing.
Yes! Hard, Jeff. Hard!
And just by the yellow and a beautiful shot to tap it out.
Parfait, wait, Mark. Good sweep, buddy.
Oh, yeah.
Good call, Félix.
Il est sorti?
Il sort.
Plein de sang.
Good call. Hein?
Okay.
Well, if it is a cutter, it certainly worked in his favor. Great brushing to just get that by.
Sure. Yeah, yeah.
Like that?
Yeah. Just about the box through, boys.
I threw this too.
Okay.
I think that's minimum.
Yeah, I do too, Mark.
Just a little this way? Yeah, I think so.
You got it, bud. We'll manage it down there for you.
Okay, sounds good. Get the weight right here.
Yep.
Heavy hack, Mark.
Clean.
Board.
Clean.
Board.
Clean. Yeah. Hard.
Heavy hack.
Hard.
Hard.
And again, just by. Well, you heard Mark Kennedy say minimum ice. They took a titch more.
Any feedback for him
Run
there?
enough ice.
Foot.
To get more out of him.
It's not for lack of working at those stones.
Sans plus.
4-15.
Oui.
Ouais.
Un petit peu plus, je pense, Félix.
Ouais, moi, ça a curlé, là.
So now a chance for Martin to use that center line guard and go around.
You heard Martin from the hack asking for even a little bit more ice. I think that both teams can start to err on the take a little bit more, and then that way the brushers can go based on weight, not having to go on line all the time.
Gotta go. Hey. Hard line. Tight. Come on, les deux.
And this one a little bit light.
Emile. Yep. Like a nice 8. Okay.
Combien tu t'as pogné?
25.
25.
Okay.
4 guys.
Draw the button line for you, Benny.
Yeah.
And speed's similar, hey?
So again,
Yeah.
Kathy,
Just
strategy
outside
101.
probably.
Why not go around the corner? Why now
Like the
go
4-foot
around
mark?
the red Quebec
Maybe go
rocks?
full 4, Brett.
Well, you could, for sure, go around the
Yeah,
corner, but
okay.
if you make it good, your opponent's going around the center, and with those guards sort of locked, they're not completely spread out to run. Here's a chance for Mark to make it really good, get behind, and it might be difficult for Quebec to remove.
Back 4. No.
And it's so
Top
late
four,
in the
line's
end. You're at
good.
skip stones
Top
for
button.
Quebec.
T-line.
Would love to be off it, bud.
Line's good.
Line only.
Well
Weight's
then,
good.
well then.
Weight's
We're still
okay.
max, though.
Well, line's great.
Big car.
Really doesn't
Needs
have a
that
little
little
curl.
finish now,
Very good.
and it
Very
will
good.
finish up.
Good shot.
Top
Good
button.
shot, Mark.
Very
Good
nice.
sweep.
Good shot, buddy. I know what you're thinking, but like, jeez.
You're killing me here.
Great shot.
Okay.
Very good. 15.
That's nice speed there. It's quick. Thanks.
If that curls a quarter of an inch more, that run back is even more difficult.
Touché à rouge puis qu'on perd rien. C'est noté, c'est quasiment plus il. Fait que j'aurais tendance à dire on pile, on fait ça. Si jamais il fait le tour de ça comme du monde, on fait le tour de il.
Parfait.
Well, this is not easy because of that slight stagger. If he is anything on the outside, even by a quarter of an inch, it's going to touch that other red stone.
C'est tough à noter parce qu'il faut qu'on passe très proche de l'autre rouge, puis je veux pas toucher à l'autre rouge.
This is his bread and butter, though, Kathy.
He loves the hit weight. Throws it very well.
Yep.
Whoa! Yes!
Yep.
Felix Asselin trying to pound it back. Oh, and he sticks it. That is a pistol.
Shot. Nice shot,
That
buddy.
is unbelievable
Let's go.
how close
Elle l'a touché?
he got to that second card.
Good toss, kid.
Watch as it hits. It almost looks like it grazes
I think it did, Kath. I think you're right. Watch. Yeah, just papered it.
Unbelievable. Wow.
Showed it. If you made the double peel, where's he going?
I think he's probably drawing and we're nosing, yeah.
It's probably...
Okay. Good with that.
Because you make this low or stuff it, it's a little bit of trouble.
Update time, Kathy, as Wildcard talks it over. It's Gushu Sturme on sheet D.
Chance for 3.
Full day off yesterday for Team Canada. They got some time to practice. As you mentioned, one of the storylines, the texturing
Like three or 4 feet
of the
left,
stones.
guys. It's a tighter line. Tighter line.
And the draw is also another story for Gushu, and the day that the stones were textured, not having a game at all.
Hard, guys, hard. Hard, guys.
Big brush from Walker, E.J. Harnden. And 3 on the board for Team Canada. And back to our feature, Brendan Bottcher, a nice cleanup up top.
That was all it was, Muddy. For him to try that run back had huge risk. Plus you're running red onto red. Just wants to make sure that he's got a shot. If he's forced, so be it. At least he'll score.
And just for our viewers that aren't familiar, texturing the stones, Kathy, what is texturing the stones if you don't know?
They take a very fine grit sandpaper to the bottom. Imagine something very smooth, and if you just graze it with sandpaper, it gets a little bit rough. And when you have a little bit of a rough, abrasive bottom of a rock, it will pick and turn, pick and turn. It'll start to curl a lot more. And then with every throw of those stones, it slowly wears itself down. So for the first 2 days, yesterday and today, the stones will be the sharpest. You will see the most curl, and then it will just get more predictable, but it will still maintain that extra curl through the next couple of days and through the weekend and the Brier final. It was just starting to straighten out a little bit. We were seeing straight spots. And you just really want ice that lets these curlers demonstrate their skills at the finest.
Juste Jeff.
On peut toucher?
Oui. Non.
OK, on va laisser jouer ça.
Yeah.
Good.
So, Kathy, I'm curious. He could have come in, split the house, you know, lied to, and forced. Now it's the blank.
And that is an excellent question by you. A lot of people would have come in the house and said, I want to force you. By Felix's decision, he really wanted to steal. Now, obviously, Brendan Bottcher would have had the opportunity to draw to the forefoot, but he felt by guarding he might get a steal. But instead, with that over curl, he's allowed the blank opportunity for Brendan and the ability to retain hammer.
Final stone.
Clean.
That's clean.
So after these teams trading deuces,
good throw.
We will have our first blank.
Good blank. Are you surprised they didn't like you?
And that's
I am.
There's the comments. 4-2 Quebec after 4.
Shot. Shot, Jeff. Shot, Jeff.
Our first blank on the board there in 4.
And you and I talking about that, Muddy. You know what? It is a personal preference for Felix. He felt that he had the opportunity to maybe steal, but by playing that guard, you gave your opponent an opportunity to blank. If you throw the stone in the house, you are forcing, and then you're one up with. That is control in my books.
You gotta go for weight, guys.
Line's good.
So you see the 2 stones in from Jean-Francois Trepanier. The first one from Ben Heber at the corner, now trying to go around his corner guard.
Come on, Brett. Go.
Trying to drag it in, got to get some paint. And they will, just top 12.
Shot.
La vois-tu?
Some good numbers so far this morning.
No. Chase.
Them to chase.
Yeah.
Just through.
So for Emil, Kathy, I'm right behind the sheet here in sheet B from the hack, and you can't see a sliver of this yellow stone.
Backline.
That's just trusting the broom, the curl, and knowing you can make the shot.
Juste backline.
Non. Touche pas. Touche pas. Jeff.
And nothing to it yet.
Fire, Jeff. Go, Jeff.
As Trepanier trying to carve this over, knife it over. My
very
goodness,
nice.
the curl. It's unbelievable what these competitors now have to work with.
Well, a couple of days ago, you wouldn't have been able to make that shot just because it had straightened out. But with the rocks being a little bit sharper, if you have the right weight, almost everything is makeable.
Looks tight, but if I got that on the line, I think it's perfect, eh?
Okay.
You like that, Mark?
Yeah. Yeah, on the line with easy. Yeah. You're good. Weight's good. Weight's good.
Clean. Yep.
Weight's good. Clean. Yep. Yep. Yep.
Yep.
Hard Benny. Hard Benny. Hard Benny. Hard Benny.
Hard.
Really hard just to get a piece.
Well, and I think Team Bottcher struggling a little bit with where to put the broom this morning.
Yeah.
And they're trying to throw quiet weights, and with the sharp stones, they're getting a lot more movement than they expect.
Moi, je pense qu'il va aller en arrière des deux.
In a 2-2 tie, Kathy, let's update sheet C, and a lot of Nova Scotia red in there.
And a really difficult shot. Tanner Horgan hit the guard on his first one, and so Matt Manuel guarded it, and that's forced this outside draw.
Line's good. Sweet for T.
Yep.
Yep. Hard,
You hear
guys,
the
hard.
voice of Darren Moulding,
Sweet for T.
who calls the game. Horgan throwing the 4 stones.
You gotta go. You gotta go. Come on. Hard, Colin. Come on. Hard.
Curl.
The weight is good, guys.
Okay.
Curl.
Good.
Now a few more licks to curl it in. Oh, that's nice.
Very nice.
Great draw to get the one.
Boy, it just finished at the end. Had great weight all along. It just didn't have the curl.
So a single there. I love the excitement and the dynamics of that team. Moulding's pretty chill, the veteran, and Tanner, you know, pretty excited.
And then you heard Colin. It's there.
Yeah. it's great.
Everybody needs a laid-back guy.
They're very enjoyable TV just to hear all the conversations on that team.
Let's make the double, guys. Let's make a double here.
Now, there's no panic
We gotta bail here, guys.
in this wild card team because they're open. They have last
We gotta
rock.
play smart.
But Brett's going to come down. It is very noisy in here all of a sudden.
Sorry, just wanted to see.
Pardon?
What are we playing? Just poke this through? Or jam this to here?
Well, I think if you make the roll, it's probably going to end up somewhere over here. What else are you seeing?
Seeing maybe this.
They've been here all week. Awesome.
You're
The
probably
signs, the school
stuffing in here
kids.
too, unless you're throwing
Got some
peel.
Quebec, some Team Canada.
Then we have this.
Some popcorn for breakfast.
Well, yeah, why wouldn't you?
I'm fine with this. Little low with peel.
So two
Hey,
things
it
here.
doesn't
Glant,
help
he's
you
got to
a
throw
pile
the
if you
stone and
stuff
has
in
a
here
long
and-
time skip in junior. Want to
Okay,
get a look at the
play a
angles.
shot, board weight.
They talked about this and then rolling the stone over there. Brendan's concern is that if you don't hit it properly, you leave a red stone in the 4-foot, and now all of a sudden there may be the guarding. So Brett coming down has changed the shot, and now trying to tap stones around, looking for ways to maybe build up a wall towards the back of the house, opportunities to score 2.
Yep. Weight's good. Hard. Hard. Clear. Yep. Hard. Whoa.
Yep.
So the
needs to hang
shooter
on.
does hang on and
good.
rearranging
Very
the
good.
reds.
Good shot.
Oh.
Est-ce que là, lui, il peut faire le double là? Je pense que oui.
And a 1-1 tie. Saskatchewan with hammer in 5.
Bob.
As
J'aimerais
Kelly
mieux
Knapp
contrôle.
has the hammer in that contest.
OK, c'est juste... On fait juste accorder pour pas ça. Control.
But Felix wanted less weight, but you heard Martin asking for more weight from the hack, and I think it's because it is so far out there. There have not been any rocks to my recollection in this path. So you throw board weight, it's probably going to be all over the guard.
Control. Yep. 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 Hard. Yes. Whoa. 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 Amen. Amen. Hard. Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
By the high guard. The hit, flip inside, and Quebec lies 4 without here in 5.
Good job. C'est ça qu'il faut faire. Oh, ouais. Ça va arriver souvent.
It's a half.
Okay.
It's a little on the thin side.
So making the double will automatically stick your shooter behind the guard.
Firm? Yeah.
Those are good numbers this week. We've talked about just some uncharacteristic. They're not even misses. They're just not makes. So instead of hitting and rolling, they'll hit and roll the other way.
Curl. Curl.
Just about release and broom placement for his release.
Nice double.
Good job, Mark.
Sticks it.
So, Mark.
Partially behind the corner. You can still see quite a bit of it.
Light.
Oh, weight was good. I was thinking if we come up a bit on it, or a little thicker, hit backside of it.
But Kathy, you know, to your point earlier, the nice thing is now rocks behind the tee line. It's wide open for Skipper. For now, you got one in the house as well, partially buried. And for Martin Crete, he'll celebrate a birthday on Sunday and be pretty excited if they can stick around for the weekend. Keep Quebec.
Jeff!
Yeah, 2 pretty good stones from Martin.
Very nice.
Thinking, okay.
Gotta make it.
Okay.
Easy. Easy. What's the roll for easy? 2/3?
Pretty close.
Yeah. Okay.
So the roll for easy, you throw quiet weight, and in the process of rolling, you can catch that back stone, biting the back of the forefoot as well.
Clean.
Weight's good.
Clean. Yep. Clean. Clean.
Curl.
Curl.
So they make not quite a double, but again, lose the shooter.
Good throw.
Really seeing it, eh?
Plus à droite que ça. On veut pas laisser le roule.
And you're right, Kathy. It's not like they're throwing bad shots. It's not like they're making misses, but just those rolls which are tough, which brings us to an outstanding key shot from last end.
Well, it was Felix's first one last end. It was set up so that Brendan Bottcher's team was buried beautifully. He runs it back. This is such a precise shot. We think he even makes a contact with that other stone, but he nuts it behind.
Let's go.
Brilliant.
The key shot is brought to you by BKT Tires, growing together.
Well, the draw numbers are always going to be less than his hitting. I think that key shot was a great example of how confident and how well he throws the up-weight shots.
Ça curle fort. Ça curle vite, ça.
Oui, tout là. Juste ici.
Top 4, guys.
I think.
Top 4.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. On peut faire mal. Yep. Good shot.
Good free. Elle va carler. Il est proche d'être là, par exemple.
Qu'est-ce que tu veux dire?
Ben, tu fais le trip, il blingue.
Oh, le trip.
To make this, you're missing this, I think. But.
Yeah. A third.
Okay.
Make this double.
Okay. Best chance to score. Make this.
Okay.
Think it misses it?
Yeah, oh, it's not even close. I was thinking you just play the double and you roll over here.
Like
a third of the rock?
No. Just
this.
hit and roll.
Make
the
top
double.
Yeah, that's an option.
Whatever. This is fine.
Just playing to score here now, Botch. No sweat. Throw a good one here, Botch.
So they've talked about doubles. You can play this one, and your shooter's going to roll over there. That's your best shot, because if you roll over there, maybe in removing it, Felix picks the back one, and maybe there's still a blank on the table.
Hard, Brett!
Brendan Bottcher with his...
Playing the other one.
So he'll make the clean double.
Wrong two.
Go, Botch.
The wrong two. Okay, I thought maybe I read that wrong.
Good, Botch.
Hung on those. Good scrub.
Well, you heard, Brett come down and say, listen, make the other double, the back one, less weight, keep the shooter, roll it over.
Yes.
Maybe you get lucky, right? Maybe you get a miss from Quebec.
Because you wanted Quebec to have to make a shot. And now you're giving him another free pass to split the house.
And for Felix, it's one of our storylines coming in, loves that high hard one. You just saw his key shot, but now the second time in the game where he basically gets a free draw.
He does. You're not forcing him to make precise draws. If I'm scoring last end, I'm giving Felix a 0 for his second shot, because if he's in the house, it's a tough shot. But he throws a guard, it overcurls, it allows the blank. But the degree of difficulty of his draws for a team that was coming in hoping to make him make precise draws, that plan has not worked out yet.
Good shot. Good shot. Emile, good, t'as pris le claque?
A little outside of Ben's track.
Ouais. C'est bon, ça. Good shot, good spot.
So the force, and a draw for one here for wild card one, Brendan Bottcher.
So I've been giving you, Brett.
Pardon?
I've been giving you this room.
Yep.
To draw in
Okay.
there, yeah.
Yep.
So I think it should be close.
Yeah, weight's good.
Same speed as the spin, Botch. Right in the nail.
So a couple ends ago, he had beautiful draw weight right to the pin for his 2. And now the draw against 2. Final stone here in 5.
Bit of a boost. I like it.
Needed that, though.
It's good.
Your line's good.
I got a top button.
We talked about their career
Line's
games,
good.
these two.
Line's good. Gotta go.
Hebert, Gallant, how many of these stones, thousands and thousands over the years, guiding them in,
What'd you say, Mark?
just
14-8.
like this one.
Good sweep, Botch.
Perfect. Good draw weight for the single. Quebec
pressure.
leads by 1, and they'll have hammer as we step aside from London.
The 2023 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by Tim Hortons, proudly serving Canada's favorite coffee. By Cashmere Bathroom Tissue, nothing feels like it. By BKT Tires and OK Tire, and by New Holland, proud sponsor of Curling Canada.
Drive just over 2 hours or so west of Toronto, down the 401, you'll find us, London, Ontario. Back at the Brier for the first time here since 2011. That year it was Jeff Stout, Manitoba winning. A couple days away from finding out this year's champion, as all these teams very much still alive, including Team Quebec. And a strong first 5 here, Kathy.
Well, I think that Quebec has to be very happy. The struggle for Brendan in the third, wasn't able to make the double either, in fact. And then the first force, Quebec doing an excellent job at really pushing. Well, coming in, we talked about his draws. Now, they have not had to be precise, but he has made them when he's needed. And Felix Asselin, a slight edge on Brendan Bottcher.
After 5, brought to you by PointsBet Canada, the official sports gaming partner of Curling Canada. A lot of experience on this team, as we talked about, combined 12 Brier titles. We'll step aside. Final 5 next from Budweiser Gardens. Later on this afternoon, this is a rematch of a Canadian junior final. 2016, Tanner Horgan, Northern Ontario, Matt Dunstone, Manitoba, 2 p.m. Eastern Time. as Matt Dunstone. He has had a wonderful week, Kathy, and you knew. I did some radio just talking about this field and coming in, and you know, Matt Dunstone, to my eye, was one of those young skips. He's been knocking on the door for a long time, 2 bronze medals, and you just wonder, is this finally the year?
And what is so significant, Muddy, is he's 27 years old, and we always talk about the need for La Relève, the next phase, and what does it look like? So many props to Kevin Cooey, Brad Gushue. These are the men that have brought such honor to our country. But what's next? Who's next? And you got to feel that Matt is knocking at the door, but Tanner's also knocking at the other side.
Vic Roeder, Russ Howard, Kathy Gauthier will have you covered this afternoon as the Brier continues to roll right here on TSN. So 6:10 underway in our feature. It is Quebec up by 1 with Hammer here in 6, throwing the Red Rocks.
Very good.
Well, I'll bet that there were very different conversations after 5 with Pierre Charette, the coach from Quebec. It would have been about keep applying the pressure. You've got it. Roll the dice and make some big shots when it matters.
Passe à la ligne. Ligne est super belle. Non, attends. Tu restes à ligne. Qui est proche? Elle vient de côté, là. C'est Martin, je pense. On est de quoi pour le way? Pretty good.
All right, let's get the updates rolling now. It is Gushue, Team Canada, Sturmey, wildcard 3, sheet D.
Oh, tough shot. The pinhole seems to be all that Karsten has available.
Whoa!
Line's fine.
Where is it? Can't go.
Line's good.
Nothing to it yet as he's
Fine.
playing the out turn.
Line's good.
House comes into view, and there you see that red stone. Not a lot to work with. Has to try chip. Oh, lovely touch.
Super shot.
One
Bit
yellow.
of a game saver there. So within 2 after 5, Gushue Hammer. That 5-1 record.
Good. Top 8.
When we're talking about the conversations with the coaches after 5, for Team Bottcher, they are so close.
We can go. Line's good. Come on.
They have been hitting and just rolling a little bit too far either way. And sometimes you wonder if it's just the pressure of just trying so hard to be perfect instead of just throwing at the broom and letting the results take care of themselves.
No more,
right back to it here, Kathy. Sheet C, update time. Nova Scotia, Matt Manuel, and Tanner Horgan, Northern Ontario.
I think it's pressure on Matt Manuel, looking for 4-foot, those 2 yellow stones belonging to Northern Ontario.
Running a little, Nick.
4-foot.
Not curling yet.
Line's good. You've got 4-foot.
Sweep for T.
Nova Scotia, that 3-3 record, cannot afford to drop to
really good.
loss number 4.
Attaboy, Matty.
And man, he has been very impressive, Matt Manuel.
Back-to-back shots, Karsten Sturmey, Matt Manuel, these are the faces of the future, both making really big pressured shots against teams that are definitely seated higher than they. So well done.
Top
Bit of room.
Bit of room. Bit of room.
No, we got max weight.
Okay.
This one's froze, freezing the yellow.
Okay, yellow's fine. Yellow's good.
Line's good.
Good lines.
Right
good.
in the middle.
Go. You're to the yellow.
Line's good. Line's real good to the yellow.
Sorry, Bosch.
That's okay.
That'll play.
Okay.
Scrub, no good.
That'll play. Little wider path.
So wild card 1, 2, and 3, I think, or who is shot stone, Kathy? It's close. Is it yellow?
I believe it is yellow.
Okay. So they're 1 and 3.
Non, de même, non. Faut que tu frappes au moins moitié. Tu vois quoi? Moitié. OK?
And yes, I think you're right.
Non, touche ça. OK, juste. Faut passer
It
à
appears
ça.
to be yellow, shot stone.
Run back's good. Yeah.
Just need to open up the front.
Phoenix.
And Jamie Cooey, a 3-1 advantage over Saskatchewan.
Let's go. Reset, on commence.
Well, those angles in that 4-foot area are all in favor of wild card Bottcher.
Yep.
Time to move some granite around.
Yep.
Emil Asselin.
Shot.
And
Excellent.
that does rocket roll the house. Shotstone still wild card 1, but yes, a lot more open now for his skip.
Well, it's a terrific shot. You got a corner guard out of it, albeit close to the center line, but you have a corner guard. You've opened up the front. You've taken away the stagger.
Yep. Easy?
Easy.
You got it, bud.
10.5, right on the nose.
Yeah.
Clean.
Easy, guys.
Weight's good.
Clean.
Clean.
Yep. Clean. Yep.
And wild card playing
Clean.
this hit because they
Clean.
are third
Clean.
shot.
Very
Want to
good.
make sure they don't give up any in this end.
Shot, Mark. Real good, bud.
Nice weight, Marcus. Very good.
Good shot.
Good sweep.
Good shot.
Hard.
Good boy. Yep.
Yep.
Yep. Yep.
Whoa.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Whoa!
Whoa. Jeff. Jeff.
Jeff!
Oh, Jeff. Whoa, boy, man. How about? Yeah, Mark.
Yeah, nose is good.
Easy.
You guys threw all your board weighters here.
Yep.
Similar weight.
Yep.
Just trying to stay on the nose.
I got easy.
Clean.
Just clean.
Clean.
Easy, guys.
Clean.
Just clean.
Wide to me.
Clean. Whoa. Curl. Curl. Curl.
Weight's good,
Clean.
Bob.
Clean.
Clean, very good.
Very nice.
Nose hit,
Great throw,
Marchetti.
Mark.
A little heavy.
Nice pair.
Yeah, thanks. Good sweep.
Those are nice weights.
Really good.
2 great throws.
A little more.
Yeah. Contrôle. On fait le double en même temps.
Saw Mark for a couple years with Brad Jacobs' team,
Okay,
Northern
Mark.
Ontario.
Good way.
Patient. Best
And
box.
as Martin's
Go.
first
Let's go,
Brier
man.
was back in
Whoa,
2008
Jeff.
at Winnipeg.
Hard, Jeff. Hard, Jeff.
Been at it a long time for Quebec.
Jeff. Hard.
Throw it, throw it.
Oh, and a nice double.
Well, a good double, but even a better roll.
Good shot,
A little
Mark.
bit
Good
open,
shot.
but
Good
tried
pass.
to
Great
use
throw.
that guard they have.
Anybody? Hey, I'm not gonna go.
Huh?
I'm not gonna go.
No, it's just.
I got this being
I'm
gentle.
seeing hack right about in
Just
here.
off center. That's
Watch
kind
his
of what I'm
out turn.
seeing.
Is not,
Okay.
not
I like that, Botch. Good throw here.
Yeah.
12 and a quarter probably plays.
Well, maybe if we're on this side of the line.
Hack.
Yep.
Good shot, Martin. Nice shot.
Good watch, 12 and a half. Yeah.
So 12 and a half, just enough weight to tap the stone out,
Weight's good.
and quite
Weight's good.
enough to
Whoa,
really
hey.
get the curl,
Whoa.
to try to get underneath the guard.
Curl.
Curl.
Weight's good.
Curl.
Weight's good.
Clean. Yeah, curl, curl. Might as well try to get to nose. Curl, curl, curl. No, nose is death. Shoot.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, the
Good.
shoot for
Good.
that
Yeah.
is because it's now open for
Sorry.
Quebec to roll
No, all
under.
good.
I didn't
Shot,
really
Bob.
want to nose. Did you?
No.
Okay.
No, no.
Sure.
Thumbs up.
Yeah. Bumper. Roule en arrière du guard. Tant qu'à être là. Tant qu'à l'essayer, là, on a un free chance pour peut-être 2, là. Ouais.
With the volume in here, with all of the students, so critical that the sweepers just don't put their head down if they hear a
Bumper,
first yes,
regarde ça
that
clean
someone's
quand même.
looking up all the time.
Up!
Patience.
Oh!
Whoa!
Jeff!
Jeff!
Jeff! Go, Jeff.
They got to work this over just for the nose hit, and they will.
Spur fall. Okay. Spur fall, Felix. Really good. OK. Ah, il l'a protégé un petit peu. Ouais. C'est un good board, ça, j'imagine?
Ouais.
OK.
Ah, pas fait grand-chose.
Non.
I think that's board, Ben. I think we're going to roll a little my way.
Board?
Yep.
It's really, my last one was 11-8, so only a couple feet more.
Yeah.
Yep.
Try and get half under that guard, under it.
I love that throw in the last one, Bot. Something like that again.
Okay.
Hey?
Yeah, I liked it too.
Yep.
And that, to me, Kathy, is one of the storylines for this team, at least this morning. Getting those rolls,
Yes.
finding a way to get that perfect roll.
And they have not so far.
Hack. Yep.
Hard. Hard, Brad, you gotta go. Hard, you gotta go in red.
Want the perfect roll, gotta remove the red. You don't want that red hanging around.
Jesus.
And they didn't have enough weight.
Wow.
So red is second shot stone here.
Oh, fuck.
And just looking, it's not, well, pretty much wide open, Kathy. Pretty close to edge to edge.
Hack.
It has been the story. Just that little bit off today. It's
Ouais, tu as donné une chance de la ramener.
not the rolls, not quite enough weight, too much weight.
And again, it's not like they're missing. It's
No,
just they're
it's
not
just
getting that precise roll they're looking for.
And the reason that over curled is just because the weight wasn't where they wanted it to be. He was going to throw a couple of feet more, and I think he wound up with a couple of feet less.
So it's fairly open, this yellow stone.
Whoa.
Final stone. And a chance to convert again with hammer. Felix Asselin.
And out of nowhere.
There's the two. Team Quebec coming to play this morning as they continue their push to the playoffs, leading by 3 after 6. Welcome back. The first of 2 games today for Team Canada as they're taking on Wild Card 3 in 6. 1 to come from Brad Gushue.
Well, we wondered about how they would play today, coming off a day of no curling and not having a chance, other than a half an hour practice, to use the stones on this big weight, not necessary.
Oh, what a beautiful run back. Clips out the yellow. 2 on the board. As Team Canada, Brad Gushue rolling in a 6-2 lead.
Yeah, you did, yeah.
There's a smile. And the updates continue right next door, Sheet C. It's Northern Ontario, Nova Scotia.
Well, for Tanner Horgan trying to get across the face of that Nova Scotia stone, you can see if he does, it would be 2 for sure. And if he's able to not jam, the chance is for 3.
Hard.
And Colin Hodgson right out of his hand on it quickly. All he's got, and look out, there's the red, there's the crash. So a steal of 1. Matt Manuel, Nova Scotia, leading by 1.
Shoot.
Sorry, Darren.
It's all right.
And back to our feature here at
Liked it, Brett.
London, Ontario.
Yeah, I agree.
Budweiser Garden, 6-3 advantage for Quebec. And
Wait's good.
Kathy, I mean, one of the storylines was, hammer efficiency coming in, and Quebec has dusted off the hammer here because they've done it 3 times, taking advantage and scoring a pair, now a 6-3 lead.
And that last 2 came out of nowhere. That wasn't as much generated by Quebec as it was by miscue from Bottcher, just underthrowing that last stone. They were so worried about the roll, and you heard Mark yelling, we got to get that back stone out, and it did not. But Quebec doing an absolutely perfect job with capitalizing on mistakes. 2s on the board with Hammer. Oh boy.
And that's going to remove a bunch of red, allowing Brennan to throw up a corner.
Here again. Room length, Brett? Is that what you're thinking?
Yeah, 2/3.
So for Team Bottcher, it is about settling down and finding a way to score 2 with your hammer and bring this game back within 1.
Half? Didn't feel
Line's
like
good.
you can go then. Halfway! Hard!
Line's good.
Pretty high still. We got to go.
Line's good.
Yep. Hard, guys. Hard. Hard, hard, hard.
Keep going.
Keep going, keep going, keep going. You're good there. You're good. You're good.
Good sweep.
Kennedy Hebert, good brush there.
Shot.
Putting it in that Tim Hortons cup. And Jamie Cooey, 3-2 over Saskatchewan with Hammer in 7.
And you know what, Brian? I just pulled up the numbers for both of these teams. And as you would expect with the Bottcher team, they're pretty high because they're not flashing wide open hits. They're just not making the shots with precision.
And there is a miss from Martin Cret.
Well, and this is what we were talking about. Their numbers are really good, and they have been missing their mark. The number on the left is the overall percentage of each of these players this week and where they rank amongst their 18-team field. And then for Mark Kennedy, that number at 81 is not awful, but 12th, we have not seen that. But what is significant is his last game was 94. He is 93 this morning, so he's returning, and that is a good sign for the Bottcher team. The challenge for the Bottcher team this morning is the precision, just not quite getting the shots where they need them to be.
Well, they got that mistake from Martin Cret here, so opportunity building in 7 with Hammer.
Well, they've had a couple of mistakes. They got one from Martin, they got one from Emile when he hit everything out of play.
You can't be too deep. You can't let him slash that.
Oh my God, Mark. Okay. Okay. Little sneaky.
Okay.
Little sneaky.
That's not bad,
Sorry.
Mark.
Okay.
I feel like I threw that very hard.
Got a 30.
It's 40
Tell you
ice,
what,
isn't it?
Tell you what.
Sorry, Bretsky.
Good.
Accidentally not in a bad spot. At all.
Well, you can hear the conversation, which is important. You know, Mark's obviously confused. He's feeling like he's not throwing it very hard, but Ben's giving him the feedback that he needs. They were longtime teammates, so nobody better than Ben knows what to say to Mark.
C'est bon, c'est bon. T'as un roll-out de bout.
That was an incredible run with Kevin Martin and John Morris, those two. What the back-to-back Briers, undefeated.
Yeah.
And then they go to Vancouver, win the Olympic gold medal. It was a pretty special few years for that squad.
Good weight. Yep. Just hack. Whoa. Yep. Easy. Yes. Yes, Jeff.
And again, a big scrub. Trying to save one for Martin Cret. That time by the guard, no problem. And the tap and shot stone, Team Quebec.
Great brushing by Emile and Jean-François to keep that straight.
J'espérais qu'il aille back 8 et que tu l'ailles comme en rouge, puis en frappant rouge.
Take a break.
Non, il était comme correct où ce qui est allé.
Sorry, la première, je l'ai feedé un peu.
Ouais, je pense que c'était à poignée de tête. Ça passait à côté.
Down the line.
Clean.
Just board. Little
Clean.
down.
Clean, yep.
Pretty close. 10.5. We're bored.
Yep.
11.5.
Yep.
Sweet's good.
Yep.
Hard, man.
Easy. Yep. Clean. 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 Clean.
Yep. First you go. First you go.
Great call, Botch.
Very nice. Lots of separation between the two.
And they lie to with Hammer here in 7.
And so Felix is choosing to hit the open stone.
Ouais, bon, sur le nez.
Ouais, tu délais le temps qu'il
Il prend 2. Je le vois faire des dessins, mais il prend 2.
Ouais. Bon,
Clean.
Un petit peu up.
Just clean. Clean, yep.
Yep.
Yep. Hard.
Shot. Just Felix.
Good job, Felix. Okay.
Shot, kid.
So things setting up nicely here for wild card 1 to score 2 here in 7.
Thank you.
Yes, there's not much more that Felix could have done than hit it on the nose.
Easy. Clean. Easy. Yep. Yes. Clean. Easy. Clean.
Good sweep, guys. Good sweep. Nice shot, Botch.
So they trade a couple beauties right on the nose.
Nice toss. Good.
Nice toss, Botch.
Veux-tu essayer le même way? Ou control?
Au moins,
Je
control.
pense que ça prend contrôle. Qu'est-ce que tu penses de ça?
Ça prend pas même normal.
Ben, oui, mais le roule est plus tough.
Non, je comprends, mais rouler out, c'est la même affaire que open it, right?
Non, mais non, pour moi, non.
Non?
J'aime mieux le faire tirer tes cartes.
OK, ben bumper sur le nez, d'abord. Non?
Control. Moi, je pense control. On est safe.
OK.
Yeah, I just don't think you want to mess around with
On va
this.
essayer avec contrôle.
Rouler juste comme ici.
Je veux pas lancer trop fort parce que...
You can roll the shooter over, but you start throwing it less than bumper, you run the risk of rolling out.
On sera pas dans le 4 pieds.
Good, c'est ça.
Make Brendan
That
Bottcher
might be
shoot.
curling a little bit more than our yellow set. Kind of across the sheet.
Okay.
The Reds could be curling a little bit more. It's also very different releases than is Team Bottcher.
Yep.
Felix Asselin.
Whoa! Emile!
His final stone looking for that roll across, and they will roll it.
Good try, kid.
Good try, Felix.
And still wide open, broom down, hit for 2 for Team Wild Card 1.
Try le spot au pire.
Good try. On s'en allait sur le bon roule. On s'en allait sur le bon roule. On avait juste un pouce plus low.
En même temps, il fallait être safe. Là, si on roule trop loin, il...
Exact, free door. Non, c'est bien correct.
Well, you have to play it safe. He says you don't want to wind up rolling out and then making it easier for them. He's still making Brendan have to make a shot.
A little big. Just easy. Just clean. Clean.
Clean.
Clean. Clean. Yep. Straight. Clean.
Final stone, and it's a good one on the nose, and 2 on the board for Team Wild Card number 1, within 1 of Quebec.
Very good. Very good.
Ben Hebert, 2 perfect guards right on that center line. You see the first one from Jean-Francois Trepanier. It's underway here in 8. In a 6-5 lead for Quebec with Hammercat.
And you see what momentum does after coming off a very tough 5th end. We saw Ben Hebert throw it in the house with frustration. Just you take that single second off your focus, but after scoring 2, those stones are perfect. No double peels.
Descends bas, descends bas, descends bas. Go, 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 go. Good shot.
Shot, Jeff.
Ow, 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 ow. Ça va?
Great numbers for both leads this morning. And huge assist to both of them on their brushing as well. Jean-Francois makes such an impact on the stones for Quebec. And Ben Hebert, of course, one of the best in the country.
Little bit of room.
Probably light.
For back 4.
Top 4.
Okay.
Line's good.
We got lots.
Top 4.
Okay. Go ahead. Go
Line's
ahead.
good.
Line's good.
Come on, Ben.
Line's good.
Root.
Line's good,
Come on,
guys.
Ben.
Line's real good.
Hard, Ben.
Just got to get it here. Just got to
Come
get
on,
it here.
Ben.
Line's
Hard.
great.
Come on, you got to go more.
My goodness, what a
Wow.
scrub. Ben
Wow.
Hebert, all he had, just gas, but drags it. Top 4, shot stone.
Nice scrub.
Great brushing by both Mark and Ben.
Sorry, guys.
Back to sheet D, Kathy. Gushu, Sturme.
Well, it's a good time to be red. And for Karsten, drawing against 4.
That's kind of been the storyline, has it? Every time we peek in,
It
he's
is.
had to make some big shots.
Well, we saw Karsten put it right on the nail hole. He doesn't have to be as precise this time, but still a lot of pressure.
Line's good.
Here for the first time.
Time is there.
As Skip competed in 3 Canadian juniors, representing Alberta, always above 500 at that event, and well done. Again, pressure draw, still within 3.
Hey, shot.
Good judge, fellas.
All yours, guys.
Line's great here.
Much like
All
Brendan
yours.
Bottcher.
Would like
Great
it to
career,
curl.
youth sport
curl a
at
bit.
the University of
Love it
Alberta,
to curl.
Golden Bear skipping,
Curl a bit.
winning a gold medal there as well.
Curl a bit. Gotta
Keep
curl a
curling.
bit. Gotta curl a bit. Gotta
Keep
curl.
going. Good.
Very good, Brett. Very good. So shot here, Mark. I don't know.
And still nothing to choose between Emil and Brett Gallant this morning. Some good numbers.
Sure. In turn. Whoa. 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 Jeff. 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 Shot.
Wow.
Well,
That
he
was-
makes amends, doesn't he?
That was not the call, but it certainly worked out.
Ah, il était pas loin. Yeah, il était pas loin. Yes, that
He
worked.
missed one last end that cost him, and that was a much better result for Quebec. Update time again, Nova Scotia, Matt Manuel, and Northern Ontario, Tanner Horgan.
Well, that shot stone just hit and rolled by Matt Manuel, making life pretty difficult for Tanner Horgan. There is no blink with Matt Manuel. He is not at all perturbed about being at this event at this level. This is a very tough shot. I am right behind where Tanner is throwing, and from the hack can see very, very little.
Can you hold your shooter here, Kathy?
You can with quiet weight. The bigger thing is, can you get to the shot stone?
Curl. 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 It's just too heavy.
By the red, yes. Knock it out, yes. And you can hear Darren Molding too heavy, but man, I don't know, to hold the shooter.
Well,
and
he
remove
said
it.
too heavy, but why would you flirt with it? I think Tanner just wanted to make sure to score.
And he does. In a 4-4 tie after 7. Good game there.
Yep. Stack. Hack. Yep. Easy hack. Yep, it is. Whoa. Yes. Yes. Yeah, never off. Hack. Never off. Whoa. Hard. Hard. Do no hard.
Here comes that yellow stone, and buy it.
Very nice.
And it feels like Martin Cret has figured out whatever was going on early
Yes.
on. Whether we thought maybe it was a cutter, they were talking about it. And, you know, he's had some quality throws since. All right, update time. Northwest Territories, Jamie Cooey and Kelly Knapp, Team Saskatchewan. It is Cooey leading 3-2, 1 to come here.
Well, it looks like he's going to play yellow just on the broom side. That will, the yellow that he's going to hit will go across the top. He'll remove the other one. Potential here is 5.
So chance for a big score.
Whoa. 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 Shot. Shot.
Nothing to it now, trying to curl it over. Oh, bring the noise. Can that yellow keep on squirting and spill? A little bit more. Oh, they'll get the 2.
What a great try.
Sorry, bud. 2 red.
So a chance for a mittful. He'll still enjoy a 5-2 lead.
William, c'est bon?
Un petit peu, mais no, it's good. Ça va être
Ouais,
top.
ouais, ouais, ouais.
Yeah,
Non,
ça va être top pour lui
contourner
d'aller
sinon.
chercher
Quel
les
way?
sides.
Hack! Bon?
J'aimerais mieux hack.
OK?
Hack, bump? No, I prefer hack. All right, hack it is. And I think that that is because from the hack, Martin knows how much he can see. and knows that the difference between hack and bump is how much it will move.
Whoa!
And this one's out there, Kathy, floating on him.
Come on, the victory goal!
Emil trying to bring it back.
Good.
And able to hold the shooter.
And that is closer to bump.
Juste une... T'es aussi bon de même.
Coche plus fort,
Really good.
mais...
Ouais, t'es aussi bon de
Je suis
même.
d'accord avec toi. Ça nous donne un double.
Hein?
On peut aussi la jouer en double avec ça. Là,
Exact, t'es aussi bon de même.
Now there's the big difference in this
You have to be
game.
a little careful early.
But I would say that when pushed, Mark has maybe made a called shot, but not made the extras, Brian. Not made that little roll. He's made the hit.
Lose one, back four.
And so the scorers are giving him credit for making the hit. But if the call is the roll under, you leave your opponent an out if you don't make it.
Yeah. I like mine.
So this is the draw call here.
It
right,
is.
Kathy, with that broom?
Speed's the same as it's been, Bottch.
Okay.
Quick here, this game.
This game is moving along. We're in the 8th end. Quebec up 1 with Hammer. He's got to find a way to score.
Back 4. Back. Weight's good. Back 8. Line's good. Back 4. Back 8. Weight's good. Line's good. Back 8. Room. Back 8. Line's perfect. Stay close. Line only. Back 8. Line.
Hard line.
Hard line.
Hard line.
Hard line. You're fine. You're fine.
It's got to stop.
Whew, did that ever curl?
Well, they were kind of caught because, to their credit, they said back 8 weights, and that's great judgment, and then ensuring you get it by the guard, and that is now shot stone.
And there's your plus.
Player comparisons brought to you by New Holland, proud sponsor of Curling Canada.
How bad is that? Ça vaut la peine.
Je suis pas sûr que ça vaut la peine de venir là.
Non, parce que là, il est là.
Il est bouton, puis là, t'as pas de marge de manœuvre sur ton race-draw.
Si maintenant on draw là, il joue le double avec ça, right? Ouais. So, si on tape ça, en plus qu'on tombe pas shot là-dessus, il faut la taper au 4 pieds là. Il fait quoi? Même là, on peut la taper ici. Là. Ici, c'est bon. Ça, c'est max.
Tapping your
Mais
own
c'est
redstone
plus facile
up.
que de venir de draw. Lui, il est passé proche. Là. Lui, il est passé proche, puis il a arrêté ici.
On peut en pogner un là.
Hein?
On peut en pogner un là. Un time. On est au 8, on a 2 là.
Non.
Parce que la dernière shot, elle va être assez straightforward du bout.
Non, c'est correct. Je pense que la meilleure shot réussie, c'est ça. Drette là.
OK.
Lui, il va venir.
Si on fait juste ça.
Coin de la vessie, right?
Ouais, mais
puis on reste ici.
J'ai encore un petit tap, tu sais.
Ouais.
Si l'angle n'est pas désastre. Là. Quoi?
Tu sais, si on est high side, juste un peu.
Ouais, mais là, faut
He's got the options. If he hits it on the outside and he taps it, not only does he get shot, but he opens access to the stone in the back that has just been thrown.
T'aimes ça, Jeff?
Oui. Non, c'est draw ici.
Moi,
je suis d'accord avec le tap, les gars.
Le raise est encore là sur notre deuxième.
Je pense que le draw manqué nous ouvre plus d'options.
Je pense qu'on a des meilleures chances qu'il ne puisse pas la piquer, puis qu'on a une chance pour 2 de même.
OK.
Puis ça me complexifie pas la shot pour la prochaine.
OK.
Okay, so the next time you can always play the draw.
Ça veut dire qu'il faudrait venir draw ici, right?
Ouais, fait qu'il faut être là, selon moi. Parce que coin, c'est ce que je donne à GF pour la top 4.
Mon hack, t'as pris l'équivalent de là?
Ouais.
So they've talked about 3 options.
J'aille pas moins.
You can do this. You can do this.
Fait qu'on veut être biter 4 pieds.
Or you can do this. So that is the option, because if you play the tap
Quel weight s'en vient?
and you happen to roll your shooter out in this way a little bit, you're going to open access to that stone that you may be able to bring that stone out in the 12-foot into effect.
Good. Mais pas aller top bouton. Ouais, idéal, OK? OK. Donc, essayer de lui donner un weight. Là.
Good weight. Back 4.
Back 4. Ben non, d'abord, non, d'abord.
Back 4. Back 8.
Patient dans ce cas-là.
Ouais, back 8.
Back line.
Patient.
OK, split.
Whoa.
Split it.
Whoa. Émile. Whoa. Jeff. Regarde là. Go. Split là.
So there's the tap. Shot stone now, Quebec.
OK. Correct. Pas mauvais. Juste un peu trop fort.
And opened up access to the Yellowstone.
Ouais, my God, on a gagné du speed.
Ouais, juste un peu up sur le spin.
Ouais, mais.
But you can see that red is
S'il y a frappe sur le nez, on l'essaye, right?
wide open for Bottcher to make a play.
Yeah.
Roll behind.
Ce qu'on va faire, on a...
And try lie 2.
And Felix just heavy.
Yeah. Stay patient.
Yeah.
Mark through 12.
What are you throwing?
12 and a half, I think.
Yeah, like a box. Pack weight.
Okay.
Try and get half under.
Yeah, that'd be good.
You got a botch.
Brendan Bottcher here in 8.
Clean. Whoa.
Clean.
Whoa.
His final
Clean's
stone
good.
without.
Whoa. Whoa. Clean. Curl. Curl. Curl, 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 curl. Never
Benny
stop.
trying to knife
Never
it
stop.
over.
Get ready,
Hard.
Brett.
Hard, hard.
A little
No,
bit
no,
in. No.
A little high. Okay.
Okay.
So no
Back.
roll, but they will lie 2. And now is that double
Good
there.
scrap. Minimum weight, hey?
Probably 12-2.
It is.
Veux-tu qu'on l'appelle?
I'll re-ask. Is the double
Time out,
there
Duff.
for 3?
Well, the double, but do you lose your shooter?
Timeout.
All right, timeout called Quebec.
Or do you play the draw?
Well,
This is
sometimes
about-
you got to roll the dice, Kathy.
Well, and here comes Pierre to do just that.
Je comprends, mais honnêtement, les odds, on est up 2.
Les odds sont quoi?
Tu sais, fais ton draw, on est up 2 comme un homme, au 9. Là. J'aime nos odds. Le double, c'est comme si on jouait la game de switch rouge.
C'est juste qu'elle n'est pas trop tough.
Well, Pierre's advice in our
Half
morning
rock.
game the other
Half
day
rock.
was brilliant in the
Top of the
timeout.
dial, right?
Oh, pour ça, c'est correct, c'est de faire le double.
Qu'est-ce que t'en penses, toi, Duff?
T'en penses, c'est
Qu'est-ce
vous
que
autres?
t'en penses, Pierre?
C'est quoi t'en penses?
Je peux essentiellement les tuer avec le double ou on prend notre
On
1
prend
puis...
notre 1, on s'en va au
Écoute,
9.
mettons là, je la plante
up
dedans,
2.
là.
Ouais.
Elle fait 2 pieds puis on est 2 shots. Même qu'on est là.
Elle est tough à planter.
Oui, je suis d'accord.
Parce que c'est
Bien d'accord.
dead stuff, là.
Es-tu à l'aise avec ça?
Ah oui,
qu'on
mais
fasse le
il
drop
faut accepter que si jamais on la jam, on est taille avec le marteau après 8. C'est tout. Right?
Je pense que la shot qu'il veut pas qu'on joue, c'est puis qu'on joue assez bien en ce moment, c'est qu'il veut pas qu'on fasse le double, right?
C'est juste side, right? C'est juste...
C'est
C'est
2
proche de...
Deux tiers.
Même
Une demi,
half
c'est
rock,
proche.
selon moi, là, t'es...
Half rock, t'as stuff
D'accord
pas.
avec ça, Jeff?
OK. Ben, tu vas avoir du weight parce qu'elle jam sit anyway.
Okay, so he's there's no discussion of the draw at all. It was all about the line that you're playing to make this double. They're trying to find out if he feels that
Okay, Felix.
will this be a catcher, and he's saying if it does, you're going to get your 2 anyways. So no discussion of draw.
Well, we mentioned the last time Quebec in the playoffs back in 2014, the last Brier title, 2006 in Jean-Michel Menard. As Felix Asselin trying to get Quebec back in the playoffs. Great numbers on hits. His final stone here in 8. Felix Asselin, can he complete it? 1, and he drives it by.
That's right.
And the steal.
Serré, hein?
Well, I think he was tight out of his hand. He hadn't even let go, and he was yelling to sweep. So that's not a good sign.
Steal point, Brendan Bottcher, and a 6-6 tie after 8. And that is a big steal point, Kathy, for wildcard 1, Brendan Bottcher, in a 6-6 tie. As here in 9, Quebec, Red Rocks with hammer.
Well, you know, Brian, one of the mornings 2 ago, I believe, we covered Quebec, and one of the comments that we talked about then was Felix's ability to make hits, which is terrific, but in that game his overthrows caught him, and I would argue that he was just trying to throw that last stone too hard, and he didn't come out square, and you can see he's still frustrated. He's still swinging his broom behind the sheet because he knows that he had an opportunity that he missed.
Very good.
And I think he missed because he was just trying to throw it too hard and didn't hit the broom. And these rocks, they fly. There's no need to throw massive amounts of weight. They're going to go. And so we are all tied up. But for Quebec, have hammer.
Encore.
He's encore. Ligne est belle encore.
Update time. And commanding lead right now, 6-3. Gushu, that 5-1 record leading wild card Sturmey.
And he's trying to run that corner guard that is tight to the house onto the Sturmey stone. On the button, potential 2.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
4 Brier titles. Brad Gushu chasing after number 5 here in London. Run it back. Oh my goodness. Bangs it, sticks it. 2 more. Team Canada.
Thanks, JD. Yeah.
And that'll do it. Handshakes.
Yeah.
So Gushu improving that record now.
Thank you.
He's got 1 more game later on today, and Gushu a great chance to wrap up top spot in his group because of that head-to-head win earlier in the week versus Brendan Bottcher and the wildcard team.
Line's good. Line's
Whoa.
good.
It's good. It's good.
Very
Good.
good, Brett. Very good. Attaboy.
Very nice, Brett.
Good shot.
Yeah.
And the Bottcher team will be fine if they can hold Quebec to 1 and force to have hammer coming home.
Clean. Clean.
Shot him in.
Let's go over, guys.
So trying to keep as much separation between the 2 guards as they can and to have it lined up as much as they can. That makes the double peel much more difficult.
Okay, that's what we want.
Weight's good.
Bit of room. Bit of room.
Killed the line a bit, guys.
Bit of room. Marks.
Whoa, got to move a mile now.
Marks.
Easy.
Marks. You're good. Always mark.
Come on, Mark.
Always mark. Always mark. Go, 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 go. Attaboy.
Very good,
Brett.
Sorry.
Good sweep.
Killed it a
Sorry,
little.
Brad.
Yeah,
I just
we're
kind of
a little nervous to wait.
Yeah, all good.
Great shots. Good. Sorry, pal.
So a quick peek, updated standings. Dunstone, Cooey, we know they are in. Gushu, that 6-1 record, he beat Bottcher, but Gushu lost to McEwen at 5-2. So Gushu, 1 more game to come. If he can win, obviously then he's in good stead, and because of that win versus Bottcher, that'll help him out in his quest for top spot.
C'était tough, le double pile.
It's just tough because you can get them all.
I know, but
Hey, guys, let's make this first, all right?
yeah.
Yeah.
2 good
1/3,
guards here, and
Marcus.
then we can decide.
Yeah, 1/3.
Speed looks good here.
Yeah, you bet.
He's good.
Looking to replace the guard.
Well, Matt Manuel in this game on sheet C
Line's
versus
good.
Horgan, he's had to make a lot of nice draws, and it looks like, what, 1, 2,
Line's
3 right now for Northern Ontario, with
yeah,
1 to
good
come
watch.
from the skip from
Little
Nova
heavy, if
Scotia.
anything.
Well,
Line's
after
good.
Matt's final stone,
Line's
Northern
good.
Ontario did lie too. That shot stone just behind the tee line was the final stone thrown by Tanner Horgan, sliding just that little bit deep. And so for Matt, he can come to the face of the stone to be shot.
That 3-3 record for Matt Manuel in his first time here.
Needs curl.
And nothing to
How
it
hot?
yet.
No, there has not been a brush to it, not even to clean.
Not to clean, not to try knife or carve it over. Oh boy. And you just wonder, a little adrenaline caught in the moment a little bit. That is a steal of 3. And you feel bad for the young man. He said a wonderful week, but that one will sting.
Good shooting. Let's go. This is ours. Let's go. Stay calm.
Yeah, great end. Great end.
Yeah, Darren Moulding, hey?
Stay
just
calm.
that voice of reason, that veteran presence on that team.
Burp you like a baby.
Like both. We can talk about it. We got lots of time.
You want to call a timeout here, guys?
Sure. Timeout.
So wild card 1, timeout.
Like the thing I'm most
Their
worried
coach
about
is
is
Paul
going
Webster.
up there, getting the angle wrong, and then he loses all of them.
Loses everything.
At least if we go back here, he's still got to make it.
I like that shot. I'm pretty sure he's going to play this.
Yeah.
And it's very difficult
Yeah.
for him to do anything really good.
He might plant it.
What's that?
Yeah, like he might plant it right here.
Yeah.
And then we're
I don't know if he can get rid of both yellows and the guard right now.
Right. This is dandy.
He's going to follow that down again then. If he follows it down, then what do we do?
Well, eventually, guys, I think we're playing this.
Little back liner even.
Yeah. Eventually we're playing
Roll,
half.
dodge,
Yeah.
stay completely buried like that.
Just got to hope those don't
I think that's your
get
final
too
shot.
high.
We just had to figure out how to
This
burn
one,
a couple
we're
shots
right here.
in between. I like to freeze to the back one.
Yeah, I'm with you.
They might all go.
I'm with
You're
you.
right here, especially.
Your gut's telling me this.
You're right here. You gotta
Your
be
gut
pretty
was telling
precise.
you the top one?
You still go.
Oh,
No, I
yeah,
didn't
mine's
have one.
telling
Once
me
you said
back
this, I
here.
thought, that's a good force drop.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
Good at that.
Like the
for now.
end's never a blank if you make this freeze
Somebody's
good.
scoring.
Someone's scoring.
Isn't that the goal?
I like this shot, guys.
That's the goal.
I like that too, Brendan.
You okay with this, bud?
Yeah, I am.
Let's make it.
Hey, Marcus, let's lock
So
down
the
their
obvious
back eight.
call was up here, but they're concerned that if this stone is over there a little bit,
Come around the corner.
here is the run back that Felix can make and get them all. So instead, they're
That's
electing to
30-ish
freeze
stuff,
onto the stone at the back. There we go, looking to get that stone right there. And then the risk for Felix is if he doesn't make the run perfectly, he can leave his center guard there, something that they can go around.
Same as last time.
So this is mitigating the
T-line. We're a little tight.
risk of having a
Line's
long
good.
guard
Line's
that
good.
doesn't
Back four.
finish directly
Line's
in
good.
front of the other one.
Line's good.
Weight's good, Bottcher.
We got to go.
Bit of room. Bit of room.
Weight's good.
Bit of room. Bit of room.
Weight's perfect here.
We're heavy.
Come on. Oh, my
And
God.
sliding. Oh, boy.
Terrible.
And
Sorry, Brett.
that is an unforced error.
Sorry, Mark. My bad.
Il pète les deux rouges.
Ouais.
La prochaine des forces.
Il te reste une shot, il m'en reste deux, là. On a deux doubles.
Ça serait-tu? Rouler dans l'aile? Ça, ou des deux barres, là, ça
Mettons,
ici.
est-ce que ça, c'est du tweet?
Ouais, c'est parce qu'on reste guard, right?
Yeah.
On n'aura pas le blank
Mettons
pareil,
au pire, là. Il va faire quoi? Il va arracher ça, là, il est 3, right?
Ouais.
Can make the double, but there's risk.
On a moins de danger, là. Mettons qu'on irait là.
Ouais.
Et,
Ah, je suis pas gros fan de ça. Je pense qu'on pile. T'es-tu d'accord?
ben, puis on essaye jamais comme ça, right?
C'est parce que...
Elle est T-line, là. Il a tape là, puis il est shot.
Now
Okay,
you make that double.
Si on veut notre point, c'est pile,
then
mais
wildcard
on aura
comes in
pas
and
ben
taps your
chance
shot
pour plus
stone.
qu'un.
Puis là,
Hard
si
to
on
get
fait ça,
shot.
lui, il va venir draw tap, hein? Il va probablement de la taper 10 pouces, puis là, on aurait peut-être plus le...
Ça, on l'aime. Ça, c'est vrai. C'est difficile, tu vas dire, là?
Ben, c'est parce que je suis même pas sûr que je sors la 5.
Ouais, mais réussi, c'est bon. Si on bat ça.
Hein?
Réussi, si on bat ça,
Ah
c'est
ouais.
bon.
Peux-tu l'essayer? OK, puis...
Sure.
J'ai pas ta carte.
Faut rouler ici, là.
Yeah. Quel way tu veux jouer ça? Quasiment board. Yeah.
On va essayer de l'enlever, mais rester.
Ouais.
Well, the concern with playing the run back, you can hit it on the nose and maybe the yellow one goes, but there is risk associated with it. So just
Yeah.
splitting that.
Est-ce que ça prend genre un
Ah.
petit good board, mettons? Ou...
Si on roll out, on roll out.
On joue board.
Open up the front, roll your shooter into the house. That's why they're throwing board weight to try to get two things out of this shot. Another stone in the house that will outcount the biter at the back, just thrown by Mark Kennedy.
Whoa! Jeff!
Open up that front.
Emile!
Go, Emile! Go, Emile!
And while this stone really took off,
Okay.
literally halfway down, they were almost calling to carve it, and then it just
Started
burst
to go.
over.
Sorry. On aurait dû coller un peu avant.
Très-
Elle était là.
Très close.
Elle était là.
Elle est pas mauvaise, là.
En ce moment, là, la glace est probablement son plus vite.
Yeah. Yeah, he's given any type of double a go. So as long as you don't leave him one, but it's going to be hard not to.
Both these teams
What else
eliminated,
do you
but
I don't know.
obviously pride
I don't
as they
know.
continue
First
to
thoughts?
battle. Northwest Territories,
almost
Jamie
like
Cooey,
nose
5-3 over
More
Saskatchewan
than I
in
like
9.
this shot.
I think that's leaving a
Just because
double.
they're going to be 2 feet apart.
And if you
And
roll
then
a
what do
little
we
too
do?
far, he hits and rolls Barry.
If
it
you
ends
make
over.
this nose pretty good, you can make the double awful thin.
Yeah.
What happens back here if we nose it?
It probably misses.
Yeah, it'll miss. I think the only way, it's going to miss it.
Missing everything?
I think so. Well,
I think though we got to throw a little bit of weight at it to bounce that one.
Oh yeah.
Normal.
No, we got to kill this. Yeah. You mean to bounce the one?
I'm trying to bounce the one.
Sure. Normal.
Like I'm worried we're going to throw it soft and leave them both a foot apart.
Yeah. Okay. Normal on the nose.
Yeah.
Okay.
We threw easy here a couple ends ago,
On your
right?
head for 2.
Yeah. Curled nice. You like that with normal?
Normal there's close.
Just inside edge of rock?
Yeah.
So they're making a play at it. They know that they're going to leave Felix a double, and they know that if there is a double, he will take it on.
Okay, normal here.
And so trying to throw enough weight to get rid of that shot stone, but really roll the shooter somewhere that it'll make it a little bit tougher.
And I love the conversation, Kathy, cognizant about throwing the right weight. They got caught a couple ends ago, not enough weight to remove the red stone, and it cost them.
Yes.
You got her.
And the other thing is, with more weight, you're going to get more separation between the stones so that they're not sitting right beside each other.
Yep.
And it's a freebie.
Normal.
Skip stones here in 9. Brendan Bottcher.
Gotta go!
Oof, this is
Gotta
curling.
go!
It is really going. They'll get that separation, but a little more than maybe they wanted. They will stick around.
I wanted to be lying 2.
A little low. Okay.
Try Botch.
They are 1, 3, and 4 right now.
Board, yeah.
Tu peux rouler jusque-là, veut dire, c'est correct. là, mais-
Exact. I like board.
So hit and roll behind, lots of space between the red and yellow in the 12-foot to go through in between in making that roll under.
Okay. Bumper, roule en arrière du corner.
Good.
Ça roule en arrière, il nous donne notre 2, right?
Peut-être corner freeze.
Peut-être donner 3 de bord.
Let's go. Good pass. Good way.
Yep.
Juste bon. Yeah, c'est ça.
Yep.
Yeah, Emile. Faut qu'elle tienne là tout le long. Push it hard. Push it. Push it. Push it, tu l'as,
Felix
Cathy.
Asselin. And a big scrub to try save his as well. And there is a tough one. The jam and the door wide open now for wild card 1. To not only get out of some heat, but put the force on.
Give it. What do you think?
And just the last couple
Yeah,
ends
I
for
like
him,
that.
you know,
I don't wanna
some
whip it.
struggles.
Yeah,
and
right. Yeah.
we talked about the
3/4
experience
normal.
of this wild card
Just
team,
off
the
edge.
12
Yeah,
Brier
I like that.
championships, the Olympians,
Just
all
normal
of that
watch.
knowledge.
Yeah,
And you
normal,
wonder
good.
in the final 5 if that
Easy,
makes
normal.
a difference on a young skip who
Normal
he's
weight.
been here before, Felix,
Don't wanna
and
whip it and
loads
run
of
into anything.
potential,
Yeah, normal
but
weight,
just
boss.
getting caught the last couple of ends.
Well, there is a ton of pressure in this game. And as it starts to get to 9, this is a game where your back is against the wall. You must win. Overthrew and got caught a couple of ends ago, so dialed
close,
it back.
maybe a little, yep.
And I don't know whether he was a little bit tight or not enough ice, because that was terrific weight for that shot. It just curled. But the door is open.
Yep. Hard, Brett. You can't hurt it.
Whoa!
Come on.
Clean! Yep!
Okay.
Clean!
Easy.
Clean! Clean!
Shot Botch.
Brendan Bottcher.
Good much.
Little hit, little roll, and there you go. It will be the draw against 4. So this end turned for Quebec.
Good toss, Botch.
Thanks, yeah.
That one was pure.
And this is the first time this game that he has had to make,
On passe de vitesse rayon laser. Là.
asking
Oui, dans sa
about the
patte là,
speed.
ouais, ça va être un bon glide.
Well,
Got to make a precise draw, but he does have the backing
Yeah.
with that broom.
exactly. Pretty wide open, some backing. Full 8 will do it.
Combien, Emile? 30. Pretty good. Landing est bonne.
30, je pense pas qu'on peut y faire mal. À la l'air, là.
Oui, on peut faire
Nice,
mal.
good.
Oui, on peut faire mal. Wow. Tu besoin de backing?
Oui. Wait, Jeff!
Well, there you go.
Jeff!
Might need that backing.
Besoin de backing?
Yes! Okay, good.
Clean, clean, Scarfin. Good shot.
Needed it, uses it, and gets the single. So Quebec by 1. And when we come back, it's wild card 1 with Hammer coming home at 10. We're coming home in 10. Tim Hortons Brier feature game. Quebec, wild card 1. And it is Brendan Bottcher with Hammer coming home, throwing the yellow rocks.
Good.
And really, you felt Quebec. You know, you look at Hammer efficiency early. You know, they took 3 twos, used the Hammer great. It just really felt, Kathy, the last 3 ends, the momentum turning.
It really has, and I think that Quebec did a terrific job in the first 5-6 ends at capitalizing on a little bit of a shaky performance by Team Bottcher. They were making the shots, but not the full shots. Just a little bit underthrown, just a little bit overthrown. But it has really switched the momentum. You can almost feel the nerves coming out of Quebec and the collars tightening.
Curl. Very good. Lock it. Very good, Ben. Very good.
A nice game from Ben Hebert. The sweeping, the brushing, some pretty good rock placement. Other than the one end, a few ends ago, he came in into the house trying to throw up a guard. He's had a nice game of curling.
Wait.
Oui.
Tout là. Ben patient. Back 8.
Back bouton, on peut attendre. On peut contourner.
On peut contourner si tu veux. Non, on peut pas contourner. Ben on est wait. Oh. On va toucher. Non, Martin, faut qu'elle touche.
OK. On va pas mal.
OK.
We're not going to be shot, though.
Well, Kelly Knapp with a steal in 9.
Yeah, do we ever
so
hit
within
it?
1. Coming home to 10. Jamie Cooey Hammer there. And a blank in 9. So Nova Scotia down 3 with Hammer trying to come back versus Northern Ontario.
And even though that Northwest Territories game, Saskatchewan, they're both out, there is financial compensation for teams based on how they finish. So beyond the pride of representing your province or territory comes financial rewards based on wins.
Back 8. We're a little tight. Line only. Little tight.
So damn. We don't want to
Where are you? You got to go. Small ball.
$300,000 purse, over $100,000 to the winner, and then it feeds down from there.
Yep.
Right in there.
We're good.
Right in
We're
there.
good. We're good.
Good spot, Brett.
Very good, Brett.
Yeah, you know, this wild card team with all the experience, they could be a dangerous force if, you know, they get that confidence going, and you feel that now just in their voices those last few ends as they've taken momentum back.
Well, it is a very long week, and the way that this format works is, you know, the advancement to the next pool, but then the crossover, having to play a second or third place team in the other pool is no picnic, and so you can see the tension on Brendan's face. Oh, good shot. Really nice shot by Emile.
Oh, yeah.
We're really opening it up.
Yeah.
It's missing it then, though, isn't it?
Yeah, but we got
Bringing
two
your
guards and
corners
ours
into
can't
play.
go anywhere.
If you hit it right on the nose, you're going to make this double.
Yeah. Is that what we want?
I think so.
Okay.
Like just a little high.
Okay.
Oh, huge shot here. The
Right
run
on the
back
nose.
can make all the reds go away.
Right on the nose, Brett.
Like the out.
Yep.
Whoa. Whoa. Clean. Whoa, curl. Whoa. Clean. Please. Yep.
Brett Gallant, Banga makes some noise. Reds are all moving.
Beautiful.
Oh, and he gets the majority of them.
That's beautiful. You've got 2 Quebec stones locked on the forefoot.
Way to go,
You
Brett.
make them both go away. And you leave your own stone
buddy.
out front in case you need it again. Well thrown stone. Beautiful.
Very nice.
Very nice.
Well, he didn't say put that in the highlight reel this time, but it's pretty good. Solid shot in 10 with the game on the line.
je pense qu'il faut jouer le double.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Four, c'est encore correct.
C'est quoi l'angle?
3. Deux tiers, un gros 2 tiers.
So Quebec very much still focused on trying to force, not looking to switch yet to say, okay, you may get your 2. So looking for Martin to make the double.
Yep.
Hard. Yeah! Hard, Jeff.
Hard,
Jeff. Hard. Good.
And gets them all moving.
And he'll be fine with that.
Okay. Okay.
It's time for the game story, brought to you by Tim Hortons, proudly serving Canada's favorite coffee.
Well, they're mostly towards the end of this game because we still don't know what's going to happen, but the momentum started to switch in 8 when the double wasn't made, and then the underthrow by Felix on the first one in 9 really led to the situation that he was forced, did make the shot, does have the lead, but the hammer, oh, that hammer, that's with Bottcher.
Clean.
Heavy hack.
Clean. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Clean.
Heavy
Clean. Whoa, whoa. Curl. Curl. Curl, Brett, hard. Hard.
Come on, Brett.
Right to it, right to it, right to it. Good scrub. Good scrub.
Great shot.
Nose?
Hack weight. Tu peux le frapper puis rouler un peu. Un petit peu plus, kid.
So we got a little bit underneath, but open to Martin, asking for just a little bit more ice, knowing that the finish is there.
Yep.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Yeah. Watch out. Yes, yes, yes.
Hard.
Hard, Jeff. Whoa.
Whoa.
Emile.
Emile.
Emile, hard. Hard.
Whoa.
A little roll the other way.
Yeah, Martin. That's good. We can use that.
Good job, Marty. Good team.
Okay, Mark.
Fight the 4.
Yeah. Top 8, boys, yeah.
Yep. Wait to 4.
40-ish, eh? Okay, boys. Put it right in there.
So this is the play to start to score 2. For sure you could try the hit and roll again, but if you don't make it perfectly, all you're doing is wasting
Line's good.
a stone.
Weight's good. Then just be patient.
And you're giving your opponent a chance to do that. So trying to bury with marks.
Line only.
Whoa, whoa.
Top button, top 4.
We're a little
Top
tight.
4.
Little tight. It's gotta die.
Weight's good.
It's just gotta die. It's
Yeah,
gotta
full
die.
4.
It's gotta die.
And it wants to die because
Line's good.
otherwise he's
Heavy,
afraid
heavy,
it will
heavy.
poke out the
Line's
other
good.
side.
Line's good.
Mark.
Good
And
job,
it
Mark.
did.
Try, buddy.
Is that split?
Great weight.
33.
Yeah,
Gotta
full
die.
4.
It's gotta die.
So
Line's good.
handshakes.
Heavy, heavy, heavy.
In Northern
Line's good.
Ontario,
Line's good.
what a great performance. Darren
job,
Molding,
Mark.
Tanner Horgan.
Try, buddy.
A 7-4 win over Nova Scotia.
33.
And that is a tough loss for the Blue Nosers as the Brier champ from 2021 salutes the crowd.
What a factor he is to that team.
Just through. Assez pour la sortir. Après le guard, on peut accurler. De forcer à la frapper, ça serait bon. Ouais.
So Dunstone, Cooey, Horgan, as Pool A is now set.
Hack.
Non,
Knee.
non. Push.
Yep.
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 Push it hard. Ça fait un go hard. Tu l'as.
Skip Stones here in 10. A big push for Felix, and he will crash. And then where does his red end up? And does that now open the door for the 2 here in 10 for wild card 1?
Absolutely it does.
Okay, kid.
Might have the run. Your best spot's actually here, isn't it?
Do you ever freeze the back one?
He's the back. He can get under maybe, hey?
Yeah.
With a back 8-ish.
If he gets the curl like he just did, he probably can. That was going in there.
He can. Oh, my gut was up there.
Not a double.
I do see what.
So final timeout, wild card 1.
If you lose a rock back here, he's only got one shot. That's that hack waiter.
What do you like?
Just threw it.
All I'm thinking is if we go there, he never has a double.
If we go right here, guys, really tough for him to lose it all. And our yellow coming back.
It is.
Right?
It
Like,
is.
you got to go crisscross, not do that.
Yeah.
Dead nose, shooter sticking. Right?
Yeah,
Like he can make it, and then we go an extra. But I think that's the shot, isn't it? Right there?
I think so.
Yeah,
Like, you guys like that?
He's got to play the run double, but yeah, that's
But it's tough. He can't.
He's got to lose him. Yeah.
Right? We're right there.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
So the shot is actually, the shot is dead, buried behind the yellow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dead, buried
Top
behind
eight.
the yellow.
100%. Let's do that, guys.
Ideally not frozen. Just
They
go off
initially
short
had
of it.
talked about coming to the back,
Yep.
but
Can't get rid of all three like this.
Yeah,
they're
let's go
going
right
here
there.
because if Felix plays the run to get the double, he's going to leave the shooter in the house, and the shooter is yellow.
In turn draw, it's a 65%
You like
shot.
that?
You got to leave him that
Yeah,
shot.
I think you'll get it. Yeah, no, I didn't want less. I
Okay.
didn't want less.
Okay.
Top 8, buddy.
Yeah.
Top 8.
Yep.
Hey, watch.
Ouais, qu'il n'y a pas de
Speed's still pretty good.
C'est un double, mettons qu'il est dead,
get it into a
caché
good
en
spot.
arrière.
C'est pas ça qui se fait, hein?
Ouais, c'est ça, on va
Now
probablement...
they know where he's going, talking about which double, how they play. It has been the last 3 ends that Felix has struggled on his execution.
I liked it.
Hair heavy, but it's close.
Line's tight.
Line's tight.
Easy.
Line's tight.
Weight's good.
Easy.
Line's,
Yep.
Weight's
line's
perfect.
still tight.
Come on, help.
Full 12.
Weight's
Line's good.
No, gotta go a little.
Never ask the curl. Just here.
No.
Just here. Right to my broom.
We're good.
No further.
No.
No further. No
Whoa.
further. No further. No further. No further.
And again, that's a nice team judge
job,
because
Bob.
you
Yeah.
heard
Good sweep.
Guys,
line
that's
was
okay.
tight early. They tried to hold it,
Good
and
job,
they
Bob.
do lie too. Here in 10 with hammer. 1 to come from Felix Asselin, Team Quebec.
T'es sûr de ça? Sérieux?
On voit-tu assez de ça?
Came out a little bit further than they wanted it to. It
Bon,
over
on a 3 minutes et
curled.
demi.
And
Timeout.
Quebec's final timeout.
Ah, tu me convaincs.
Ouais, sinon, c'est back
Sinon,
8 puis
c'est
essayer
quoi?
de
Ouais, puis après ça, il y a
chase.
le chase, ou il y a ça, ou il y a ça.
Il y a toujours une shot.
Those are your shots. Do you play down to the shot stone?
Je pense que si on pogne tout ce qu'on voit, la 6 reste.
Tu vas être trop plein.
Trop plein.
Sinon, c'est tough. C'en est deuxième shot, c'est
Pas sûr à quel point qu'on la voit assez, la jaune.
Ah, il y a ça. Il vient de le tirer.
Ouais.
Même pas une shot tough. Tant qu'à ça, essayons une shot plus tough. Puis,
Veux-tu faire ça?
c'est
Ouais,
ça
mais
qui
comme il dit, il y a
parlait.
le chase après, puis...
Mais tu sais, back 8, tout. Après ça, il y a ça.
Ouais,
il y a,
si,
il y a ça.
si je suis rendu en arrière de la jaune il faut qu'il joue un chase, on est bien. C'est mieux. S'il fait ça, il y a des chances de rouler out.
Qu'est-ce que t'en penses, toi?
C'est quoi que vous aimez, là? Ça, c'est-tu là?
Moi,
Je sais pas s'il est là, mais...
C'est là, c'est mince en tabarouette. C'est pile avec ça,
il est
right?
là.
The concern with
il est là.
playing the tap,
Peux-tu
Might as
jouer?
well.
Peut-être tu veux pas.
the concern if they come
il y a
in
pas deux.
and they
Right,
move
avec
this
ça,
stone back at all,
Je trouve pas ça plus
Brendan's going to
difficile
have that for the
que
win.
d'essayer
On la
ça,
prend, Emile?
de frapper l'eau ici puis d'aller là.
Tu vas la prendre? Je peux la prendre.
Ouais,
Ça
tu sais,
prend? Il va
Il vient de le tirer dans le spot.
Ouais, puis il envoie sa jaune
jaune
dedans. Moi, j'aimerais ça la
Mais
prendre.
c'est quoi vous jouez? Tu veux
Ok,
jouer
le
le double?
Ouais, si je fais ma shot, on
Non,
a
non,
notre
mais-
extra end, tant qu'à faire.
Ah
Tant
oui,
qu'à faire une shot.
Ben oui, ben oui.
C'est mince.
Aimes-tu ça, Kim?
C'est
Sinon,
mince.
on joue
Non, I'm okay with it.
le hack au centre.
Pierre came back, so I went back to listen. So they're planning to play
Ils vont un tiers, fait que
to get rid of. They're not playing the tap. They're looking at the double,
D'abord, c'est ça que ça prend, right?
C'est ça que ça prend. Ben du gars.
OK.
and they know that that might be the extra end. Brendan will draw to the house, but they know that they will have hammer in the extra end.
OK, kid. On l'essaye, on l'a fait. Fais-tu confiance.
We saw earlier in the match, it was a key shot. He made a beautiful run back, stuck it.
He's a hitter, but he has struggled with his last few. Now is the time.
Pressure on the line, up by 1. Final stone. Asselin, area intent.
Whoa! Whoa! Yeah!
Big time weight. He needs the double. Kenny connects. And there is the jam. Unlucky. He made the shot he called, but he jams. And now a chance to draw in, score the pair, and a win for wildcard 1.
Chance of a jam back there. Good watch. No less.
Yeah. Right to the button.
Right on the button, Botch.
94% on 4 draws, Brendan Bottcher. Already has shot stone, back 12. This for the win. Final stone in 10.
I like it.
T-line. Line's good.
T back 4, then. I got T back.
Line's good. Line's good.
Like the line, they've got some backing.
Back 4, Mark. T back 4.
Line's good.
As Gallant Hebert just guiding it in for the skip, Brendan Bottcher. As the experience finds a way. Wild card 1. Brendan Bottcher able to pick up the victory, and that is a massive loss for Quebec. 8-7 your final. We'll step aside and the playoff picture a little bit closer when we come back.
The 2023 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by Tim Hortons, proudly serving Canada's favorite coffee. By New Holland, proud sponsor of Curling Canada. By PointsBet Canada, the official sportsbook of Curling Canada. And by Home Hardware. Here's how.
Welcome back inside Budweiser Gardens, and just one game remains.
Good wait, buddy.
And we'll swing over to Sheet A. It's Team Saskatchewan taking on Northwest Territories, and look at Kelly Knapp.
Oh dear.
Bit of a steal machine as he's stolen 9, stolen 10, so in a 5-5 tie, it is again Jamie Cooey, Northwest Territories with hammer throwing the Red Rocks.
Well, Team Saskatchewan putting up 2 very good guards. They're a little bit close together, but they are both on the center line, cannot be removed.
Just fully.
Wait's close. Wait's close.
Just fully.
Top 8.
I don't want it to curl. I want it to stay here.
Go for weight.
Straight. Hard straight.
Top 8. Yep. Top 4.
The one that's double peel to.
Very good. Good shot. Good. That curled.
Be nice to come around and tap that one, yeah.
You come around it?
Try and tap this.
Yeah, tap it close to the tee.
It's like back 4.
Yep.
Straight. Back 8. Straight. Hard tread. Hard tread. Hard, you got it. You got it. Come on. Gotta go. Gotta go. You got it. You got it. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
Oof. Just gets by both.
Attaboy,
Well
nice.
brushed.
Moving that red behind the tee line. All right, so it's getting a little more clear. Dunstone qualified, Cooey in, and Horgan now 6-1 in as well. We know Bottcher in, Gushue in as well. Now Gushue, though, still has a chance to be the #1 seed. They have to beat UConn later on today. Mike McEwen in action as well, and he has to win. If he can win, Quebec is eliminated. Quebec still has New Brunswick to take on. McEwen will take on Sturmey. So it's a lot more clear right now at this year's Tim Hortons Brier when it comes to that seeding round in the playoffs championship weekend.
Well, that did not turn out very well for the team from the north. Was hoping to at least peel one of them off, just ran them back. He still does lie 2, but those are stones that Kelly is now going to try to use.
Just to wrap up the thoughts from the standings board, Gushue can take top spot because he won the tiebreaker versus wildcard in Bottcher in the head-to-head.
And that is a huge difference because the placement pool is next for teams, with the top place teams getting a bye and the 2 and the 3 place teams crossing over and playing each other. And those games, the loser goes home.
Good. Boy. This guy. Give me some weight. Whoa. Let's.
Cole Parsons trying to rattle some stuff up front, and he'll remove the red.
Let's replace that.
Well, Jamie's going to try to make sure that he's got a shot, and right now he does, but it is pretty small. He'd have to get to the pinhole, and so you can expect that he'll be hitting for the next couple. Just trying to make those stones go away. And then, as you said, Muddy, the game this afternoon against his brother is always tough. I'm sure his parents, they hope that both of their sons will wind up in different pools and they don't have to tangle with each other.
It's really curling. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. It's fine, it's fine. Okay, not bad.
You always hear the feature, and Kelly Knapp was a part of it, and all the skips and some of the players being asked what the Brier means to them and how special it is, and the Brier going back to Saskatchewan next year.
Yes, it is.
Scotty's in Calgary, Alberta.
Half. Okay.
And we just saw brother Mark Kennedy with the win next door. Glenn Kennedy.
Yep. Yep. Hard. 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 Keep
Trying to get both. 1, 2, drives the yellow in.
Go, 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 go.
And spills that one. And a nice shot from Glenn. Trying to open things up for his skip.
Well, he did. He hit a lot of granite and moved a lot of stones around. He did open up the front.
2.5 even. Right here. Okay.
Only problem is where that yellow stone is now. It'll make that
like 2.5
out-turn draw
a
little bit tougher.
Well, same weight, not spot.
You know, Mark always said that Glenn was actually the better athlete in the family. At soccer, at curling, and then had, I think it was a bad knee injury, and just kind of held him back.
Well, that will do it. Especially in this sport, it is very tough on your knees.
Good.
Line's really good.
It's a little tight. Line's good. Line's fine, Trent. A little curl. Little curl if you
Saskatchewan trying to keep this a little bit high.
Okay, that's good.
It's too deep. How is this? Well, there's a lot of ways you can get that going right to here, though. That guy for now?
Or like the three-quarter way on this one.
What's that? Three-quarters on that guy?
Just if we ever miss that, we're...
I just don't want to cover this draw path here, right?
Yeah. Let's make that one.
Yeah, I think he's off center, so the best he can get is there.
Yep.
You just threw this one. I like it.
So they're talking about what double. Do you try to play this one?
Half again, fin half.
Or do you try to play this one? But you heard Jamie say if you play the second one and you don't happen to remove that guard and you leave your stone there, he's going to have a really hard time to find his way to draw. So trying to remove these two.
Rock again looks pretty close to me. I'll just let him, I'll throw the same and let him call it.
Glenn won a silver medal back in 1998 Canadian Juniors as a Alberta third for Carter Rycroft, losing to John Morris, Ontario that year.
Wow, some big names.
Whoa! 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 Cool! Cool!
Curl.
Glenn Kennedy won, and he'll just drive it by the yellow.
Jeez. Yeah. Air's okay too, but I think to get the line, I don't mind just coming in, turn right on top of it.
Okay. Yep.
You guys like on top of it? Okay.
Kelly wanting to take away any sort of corner that Jamie could make, and so is trying to come right on top. That is shrinking even smaller the scoring zone for Jamie Cooey if he's able to do that.
Brendan, are we going to be second shot if we do this? Yeah. Okay.
Oh, you sure will be.
Yep.
If you're right on top, you'll outcount that redstone as it's not completely in the forefoot.
Speed's good.
Skip Stones here at 11. Kelly Knapp at the Tim Hortons Brier for the very first time. Was here as an alternate, actually, in London.
Okay, line's good.
Years ago.
Little tight. Hard line.
When the Brier
hard
was here,
line.
2011, the last time
Hard
we were
line,
here
you
for the
got
Tim
it.
Hortons Brier.
Hard line, Trent. Hard, Trent. We're not by. We're not by. Whoa. Curl, 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 curl.
This is the audible now, trying to maybe tap that over a little bit and block the path, but he opened it up.
Sorry, boys, just didn't get out to the stick. It's not bad.
Are you trying to flop here, though?
I think you're trying to roll a hair, right? But
Nose is good because even if he freezes, you probably got the slash, right?
yeah, I just got to stick something.
Yep.
What are you thinking? Here?
Yeah, this is ideal.
Yeah.
But nose is fine.
Okay. Right here?
Yep.
We talk so much about
It's
genetics and curling. What an
that
amazingly
hot? That's
talented
gonna be hot.
family. Kevin
It's that
Cooey,
spot, it's holding,
Jamie
I think,
Cooey,
eh?
sister Carrie
That's
Galusha.
hot.
Wonderful players.
Well, that year, one of his favorite memories was 2012. That was Saskatoon. There's Fred.
Hello, Fred.
He's always listening, and we appreciate seeing him at these events. It was 2012, Kathy, Saskatoon, where that was the format back then. It was Yukon and Northwest Territories at the time, and Jamie Cooey ended up with that 7-6 record, but he qualified for the playoffs, and he took on his brother Kevin. And you know, when he's asked one of his favorite Brier moments, that was what came to his mind. And he'll wrap up round robin play.
And it was a terrific game, as I remember.
Trying to get through this port here first. Gotta get it by the yellow, and they will just rub off. And Saskatchewan trying for a third consecutive steal here in 11.
Jesus.
Just grazed.
Yeah, guard. He doesn't.
Think so, eh?
I think so. He's got to run one of ours in because I don't think he can get to here on that out turn.
This is a really good spot right here.
Wow. Do we need to though?
Hmm?
Do we need
Well,
to?
it's just like if we go right here, does he have a shot? I guess he'd be running this.
Can you get there? Can you get here?
Oh yeah, you can get there.
Okay. I just think you're flirting with that too much.
Mind just throwing the guard?
I think guarding.
The only thing is if we make this, Brian, then.
I think if we
I think we guard.
We're flirting with that. We're flirting with that to make the draw.
Okay, so ice. About
And
here.
It's ours. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. I like that, Kel.
Right here. Yeah, right there.
It'll come. It'll come.
I know what Kelly was saying is that if you place your stone,
Yeah,
you place
just
your
as long as
stone
we're covering it, right?
right
yeah, A
here,
little higher is better.
it's a really tough shot for Jamie. But the risk of doing that, and that port is not that large, is if you happen to tick that yellow guard as he did on his first one, you create the path that's even easier. So put it in the hole. Jamie's going to have to run back a stone in order to win, and the stone that he's going to be running in will be a Saskatchewan stone.
Yeah. All right.
Or you can come down to it. It's close.
Look how many draws this game.
Well, we haven't been on this sheet, so we don't know if that out turn will hook in. If it's anything like the other sheets this morning, it will.
Okay, line's good. You got some room. Line's good, really nice.
Line's good.
Line's really nice.
Got a curl.
I think you're going to be okay.
Got a curl.
Mike's rock. No, line's good. Mike's rock.
Curl.
Yep, go then.
Curl.
You're two, you got a curl.
Curl.
Hard. 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 Let him hard. Hard.
Trying to plug that hole enough.
I don't know.
I think it'll do.
Well, the thing is, he doesn't have to hold his shooter. He just has to make that yellow go away.
And that hole is staggered the right way for him to play this.
I think that's mid. That looks good.
Right there?
Yep. That looks good.
Right there.
Well, you heard Jamie talking, expecting that stone will be covered and about the draw. And he said, I haven't had very many draws today. He's had 5. He was 50% on them. A little bit higher on his hits, so that's why he's electing to do this. The hole is certainly there. Because you're playing the out turn, you've got lots of room by that top one. You're actually flirting with the tighter one.
66% Kathy on his hits this morning.
Yeah, just like clean out, man.
Make the yellow go away and pick up the win.
Oh.
In his 16th Brier appearance, Jamie Cooey, final stone, extra end. Trying to navigate the port. The out turn, board weight.
Hard call. Hard.
Parsons trying to carve it over. Got to get off his own yellow, and he cannot. And the steal session continues for Team Saskatchewan. 3 straight steals and a comeback win for Kelly Knapp.
Just that little bit of extra weight from Jamie. He talked about throwing board, and it was trying to curl. It just wasn't able to.
Good job, Brendan.
Oh,
good grind, boys.
Yeah, great grind for Team Saskatchewan. Kelly Knapp in a victory. Which brings us to the standings. So in Pool A, it's complete. It's Dunstone, it's Cooey, it's Horgan. Pool B, Bottcher at 7-1. If Gushu can win tonight versus Yukon, they'll get top spot because they beat Bottcher head-to-head. Mike McEwen, he needs to beat wild card 3 Stormate tonight. If that happens, it's all done. If he loses, then Quebec is still very much alive as they take on New Brunswick tonight. So still that 3rd spot up for grabs and top spot as well in Pool B. And this is a big game because if Tanner Horgan can beat Matt Dunstone, they would both be 7-1. Horgan would have the head-to-head win, and that would mean that he would be the top seed. So that's later on today, 2 p.m. Eastern Time, Pool A action. Vic Roeder, Russ Howard, Kathy Goche have you covered. 2 Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific Time.
D-line.
What a wonderful week of round-robin play at the Tim Hortons Brier. It will conclude this afternoon and then later on this evening as only 6 teams will advance that seeding round and then the playoff for the championship to be played on Sunday night here in London. Thank you so much for making us a part of your morning on this Thursday morning from here in London, and we'll see you this afternoon at the Brier.